All right, cool.
So thanks for everyone coming out. This is going to be an insane first Lazy Spaces to ring in the Roar Awards coming in. It's the first time I've said that out loud, other than in the Discord. So I'm happy you guys are all here. Uh, we'll start. Anyone that wants to request, yeah, send it up. Hidden should be able to bring everyone on.
Yep.
Uh, we'll start with a simple question. I've got a couple of topics prepared. Of course, anything you want to discuss, Lazy Lions, is all fair game, except for floor price. That's definitely banned. Any type of volume talk, that's 100% banned. And you will be sent to everything else if you talk about anything other than Lions. So I'm glad you guys are all here. The first topic definitely should be, though, why the Lazy Lions? What makes you so excited about them? Why have you dedicated your entire life for the past few weeks since the mint to the Lions, and how far are we going up? I can definitely start first. I saw the Lions on OpenSea. I saw NFTs started to get hype again. I just love the art. I bought immediately. I saw the lazy hat was pretty cool, so I aped in, and I've loved the purchase since. Made a ton of friends on here. Been able to, get hype and rate a ton of different people, which has been awesome. So, and I'm just looking forward to what's to come. We're so early. Anything under 10 ETH feels cheap. So I'm happy to share this all with you. So we have a few other speakers and co-hosts. If you just want to jump in, why the Lazy Lions, what makes you so excited, just take it away.
Yeah, and if you have a Lion profile pic, I'm just inviting you up. So the whole idea is for us to all
King.
jam.
King.
I,
Absolute
I do the
king.
same thing. I'm like, Lion, all right, request,
Oh,
invite.
oh, there she is. Okay. Okay, good. I'm gonna make you a co-host because you know how to do this better than I do.
I think, yeah, you already have. So when you add a co-host, it opens up an extra slot to, and on the panel. I think you can only add two though.
Oh, okay. Well, I
Yeah.
can't dump myself.
Yeah,
So
I can drop off the co-host. You could
No,
just
you're
make
fine.
me.
You're fine. You
very
can
good.
stay.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I don't have too many special powers, right? All right. So why are you a lion? I guess that's the question, right? In short. Anyone?
I'm a lion
Absolutely, yeah.
because I'm a Leo. When I saw this
+1.
NFT, I was like,
Yep.
just like you, Heaton. I was like, I'm a Leo. I'm obsessed with lions. And then I hopped on the Discord. They called me a queen, and the rest is history.
I
I'm
like it.
looking for my fifth lion right now. Yeah, it just feels good to be here, guys. Honestly.
We're
We
all
have,
probably a
yeah.
little exhausted. Arm had us on a 2 hour spaces last night, so we're still all coming off of that.
This is
But
true.
yeah, yeah. But I think this is, great. I think, for putting this together back to back spaces and I think it'd be great to hear from new lions, maybe lions that just joined the Discord or just joined the community recently and kind of what, maybe brought you here. Aaron, I know we'd love to hear you and your voice. So I think that's like a community request that we've got.
The king.
All right, so I am currently outside working out, but hello to everyone. I don't know if this microphone is good or not.
It's working.
Can everyone? Okay, cool. Yeah, guys, sorry to disappoint. I'm not a 80-year-old grumpy old man, but yeah, for me personally, just to kind of give you guys a little bit of backstory in my whole process with this Lazy Lion community is, I was in a few different small NFT projects here and there. And then I saw a tweet on Mint Day, and I was like, man, there's just something about this art, that just was exciting to me, that spoke to me. So, I minted 3 or 4 lions, I believe. And, I popped in the Discord the very first day. Long story short, I was like one of the first people to be involved in like not involved on a technical aspect, but I spent a lot of time in Gary V and V Friends Discord when that launched, and it was such a good learning experience of how I believe that like a community should be constructed. And day one with the Lazy Lion Discord that I was a part of, I mean, I know there was this huge pre-launch pride aspect of it, but when I first got in, I saw the potential, I
Hello.
guess, of like, how are you? Are we good?
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, keep going.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I mean, I saw the potential of this from kind of like day one, and so, like specifically about me, I'm not the richest person. I'm not the most technically sound person, but I always just try to like overemphasis with work because that's the one thing we can all control is just how much effort and work we put into anything in our lives. And I think that the Lazy Lion community is starting to prove that here and has been proving it. But that was just something that I was just super stoked on from day one was the that lion ferocity that we all had to kind of just come together and strive to making the best of what we can with what we can do personally. So day one, I just I think the second day on the Discord, it was like 16 hours straight, and then it's been pretty much like a 8 to 10 hour day since then, every day for the last month. But so I just want to like hype everyone else up to and shout out everyone else, because like this is what excites me about the project, is the fact that there's so many people that has either consciously or subconsciously the same kind of drive, I guess, to take control of what we can control and just really shoot for the stars here.
Yeah, that's awesome. Anyone else want to hop in? Made by Sunny. I was about to say Suni, you can jump in. I see your mic's off. That was awesome, Aaron.
Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Wait, you could hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Really? It's saying that I'm a listener.
That's
We
Twitter's
can, we
business
can,
for you.
Twitter's lying to you.
We could definitely hear you.
Crazy. Oh my gosh. Have you been able to hear me the whole time?
No, just now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Are we being
Yes,
trolled?
we can hear you.
I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna come back, okay?
Yeah.
All right,
All right,
sounds
cool.
good.
I'm
I think Crypto Pilot and Duke, and there's some other people that have requests. I can't add any more people. I don't know if
Is
Proof.
it cool if I talk? I'm like getting antsy.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, go for it.
We're just trying to
Awesome,
figure out how to get
awesome.
everyone up here. So yeah, just go. Please talk.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So, guys, this is an amazing community. I gotta be honest. This is my second day owning a Lazy Lion. Honestly, it's like the first artwork that I bought, and it was just like it was such a risky move, right? Like when you're first getting into NFTs, you don't know like what's gonna work, what's not. And yeah, like I literally split my first lion with my dad. I'm like, Dad, this is gonna sound crazy, but we we gotta do this. Like, look at Bored Apes Yacht Club, look at CryptoPunks, look at all of this garbage, right? To me, it's garbage, right? But it's obviously hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars. But this project literally made sense. And I'm like from the second I saw it, the way I found out about it was through Spaces, and it was so random. Like just one afternoon, I was just like, "What is this? Lazy Lions NFT doing Spaces?" So I just jumped in, right? And I heard you guys talking about the project, and you were all so passionate, so driven, and that's really what got me into like investigating, right? So I checked out the Twitter page. I checked out the website. I went onto OpenSea, and I basically spent like 3 or 4 nights just thinking about it. And next day I was like, Dad, I have a business proposition for you. And can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yeah, keep
Yep.
going.
Keep
Please,
go,
this is
go, go.
awesome.
Awesome. Okay, you were too quiet. Okay. Um, but yeah, my dad was like, he listened attentively, and he was like, you know what? This sounds crazy, but we're living in a crazy world. So screw it. I almost cussed there. Screw it. Let's give this a shot, And so lo and behold, the next day we were bidding on OpenSea, and the lion that we wanted in particular, we just weren't able to get it. I remember we were bidding for like, what was it, like point 0.8 ETH, and then we jumped to like point 0.1, sorry, 1 ETH, and then 1.2, and then 1.4, and we kept going and going higher, and it like the reserve limit or whatever was not reached, and then like as soon as the bid ended, like the guy switched it to like, I can't remember if it was like 2.75 ETH. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. 2.75 ETH. And I was like, you're kidding me. We went all the way up to like 2.5. And it was basically my same exact lion, only he had like sunglasses and a chain. And I was like, Dad, we didn't get it, but there's this other lion. It has this blue party hat, right? So my dad has no idea what a blue party hat is. Obviously, I love the game RuneScape, and I knew right away that this was like a rare property, and so I was like, you know what, we just need the party hat. That's all we need. And he's like, you know what, I trust you. You have a good eye, and so we went for it. And we put down 2 ETH together. He put one, I put the other one, and we got the lion, man. We freaking got the lion, and I think it's totally, totally worth it. I think, we're gonna look back on this and we're just gonna laugh because this was a steal. And jumping back to, the community, I think the community is amazing, and I just want to share this tweet. I'm gonna let somebody else talk, but I just want to share this one tweet that says, and this was the crypto pilot on Twitter. He says, the reason why Lazy Lion's NFT is so strong is simple. Alpha players relate to lions and are attached to lion traits. The Lazy Lions product, therefore, brings a lot of very determined and proactive people together. The results speak for itself. And so, yeah, I 100% agree. And I think that this community has a long ways to go. We're doing a great job so far. Congratulations, guys.
King, absolute king.
Damn.
The party hat's a
Pure
winner.
king.
It was a good choice at the end. The party hat was a winner.
That
I
was
know
awesome.
Ozark loves the party hats.
What a story too. And your
Yeah, that's
dad,
great.
pretty freaking awesome. Let's just go there, right?
Yeah, he was skeptical. I mean, as skeptical as I was on NFTs, but this NFT project is just like unlike anything else I've seen. Honestly, like lions just make sense, period. And so I think it's very, very important that we reach out to kind of like these high roller players, right? These Winklevoss brothers, these NBA players. If we get them on our side, game over, dude.
I literally just posted that in the Discord. If you go check, I literally just posted telling everybody to start, copying this link for the spaces and post it on Des Bryant and Steph and, whoever, let's try to get them in here. Because I think, once they see the art, if they haven't already in all their comments, because we flood it, but just listening to the community and listening to all the Lions in here and everyone talk, I definitely think they'll vibe with it and they'll get it. But they've definitely got to come up on these spaces and just listen to these stories.
What's up?
Go.
So Lazy Lions was my first or my second NFT, my third NFT, my fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, all the way up to my 11th
Damn.
NFT. I got into them like a month ago. And I just, they're fire. I got another one at 0.8 the other day, so just riding the train, baby.
Nice. I'll tell a little story about how I got into the Lions, if you guys don't mind.
Please.
Go for it, yeah.
Heck yeah. Yeah, so you guys might know me as Hi Atreyu in as my other Twitter handle. But this is my I guess you could say my personal Twitter, not just my Lazy Lion Twitter. So great to see everyone in here. This is freaking awesome. And I would say I've found out about the Lazy Lions kind of as a stumbling into from OpenSea, and I think doing a bit of digging into what projects were out there. And yeah, I think everyone mentioned the art, right? Like we all are proud of our Lions, and the art's absolutely insane for, and I would say probably the best PFP project out there, right? Like honestly, our art's insane. So with that being said, like I was drawn in immediately to the art, right? I think moments later though, I recognized the smart contract and the value that held with rewards and what they were planning to do with this in regards to, which is totally unique to the NFT space within itself. So whatever they end up doing with rewards, it's not just a DAO, it's not just a just being able to do a community wallet, but they're giving back in one way to every holder. So that immediately caught my attention as well when it came to the project itself. And then not only that, like I guess you could say the next step for me was to walk into the Discord. And that's I think when it all kind of came together, when you recognize the power of the Lazy Lions, right? Like it is incredible how this community has come together with the pairing of an awesome development team that's actually public and always involved in the Discord. People are like, I say it nonstop when I'm talking to people about this. Like if you ever need to see what an actual community-led project looks like, go and check out the Lazy Lion Discord. Like it's nonstop in there, no matter what time. If I'm not able to sleep or when I'm waking up, like everyone's saying GM, GN, like whatever it is, good morning, good night. There's like shifts for people. It's freaking insane. It's honestly, so I think those three factors for me is what like immediately I was like, I told my fiance, I'm like, I'm going all in. And I went and so I went all in, and she was kind of nervous about it at first, but like I honestly think like this, we have something here that's not just around the tech, not just around the developers. I mean, but Asher 9, like the team is insane, and what they plan on doing is insane. But it's really community led. Like that's that big like undertow here that's paired with this idea of like the rewards and like even if it wasn't for that like that percentage or whatever the reward's going to be, this community is I think like second to none. And I do think it's like a great combination of the three in general, where it's the art, it's the smart contract and the tech, and also the community. So it's awesome to be up here. Really, really thankful. And it's the reason I'm over here like making derivatives of art for people for free, because it's like any way I can give it back to the community and to continue empowering everyone to like roar, I think the better it goes. And so that's a little bit my story, how I stumbled into this. I'm about to be gifting my fiance a lion now, so she can cheer with us and be part of the community and roar with us. But so it's I'm excited to be here with you guys.
Yeah, it's great to hear, man. That was an awesome story. I know there's a few other speakers as well, so definitely hop right in. Already heard some great stories and just, thoughts about the Lions, so definitely just jump right in. There's a few other requests. We're trying to get to them all, so just keep requesting and waiting, everyone will get a chance. So
Yeah, it's just Twitter bugs. So we're just waiting till we can bring people up.
So I could tell you my story on how I got in if you want.
Let's do it, please.
All right. So I've been in crypto since about 2017, but I didn't have any NFTs until a couple weeks ago. And so I got on OpenSea because I heard about the Bored Ape Yacht Club, and I was going to go get me an ape. And when I got on there, I seen a lion on there, and I was thinking, man, a lion would eat an ape in a minute. So I clicked on it, and I started looking through them, man, and it was so tough. And so I got one, and that was my first NFT. And so then I was talking to my son, and he's 9, and I said, "What do you think?" I kept getting these offers for it, and I was thinking, "Man, this NFT stuff is pretty cool." I said, "So you think I should sell it, or do you think I should wait a while?" And he said, "I think you should wait at least a week, Dad." He said, "I keep remembering you say if I take it today, then I'll only get that, but if I wait, I can probably have a lot more." And I said, "All right, I'm gonna wait." And so I waited. And then I just bought another one, and then another one, and then so I got 9 lions right now. And every time that I see a cheap floor, I'm like, I grab it up, So, and I've got like 40 something, NFTs now, so I'm hooked. And this is the best community out of all the ones that I've found and read in the discords. And I mean, what's better than a lion? Hear me roar! It's the king of the jungle. We're kings.
absolutely.
You said hear me roar. The way you roar.
You got to do better than that.
No, I didn't
roar.
roar. I just said, you just hear us roar, like, because that's what lions do. So.
Are you going to roar for us?
I think we need some roars.
Yeah, but you gotta roar, dude.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Like I've got like 20 shirts in my closet. They all have lions on them. I got a ministry called Loudmouth because we're loudmouth lions, So it's this is what we are, man. Lions. Appreciate you guys.
Absolutely. Thanks
Back
for coming
at you.
up, King.
Yeah, no problem.
Just want to add to that. I think that this really, really appeals to like those very determined people in life that just aspire towards greatness. And so I think that that's really the type of people that we need to target to really get this project off the floor.
We need at least one roar. Patrick, we need to hear your roar.
Great.
It's the party hat.
Yeah. That was great.
Anyone else where this was your first NFT?
It was definitely my first NFT.
All right.
Was it yours, Eden?
No. But it was definitely my favorite so far.
Right? There's just so much power like in this specific NFT to me than any other NFT that I hold. I'm like, I'll let anything go except for the lions. You can't touch my lions. It's like this power, the community, the art itself. It's like everything together.
That's right.
Yeah. We have a few other speakers. If you guys want to jump in, go for it. I know there's some requests, so if you've talked, then you can just step down, return to it as a listener, and let a few other people come back on.
How's it going, guys?
Fantastic.
Hey, what's up?
Good.
Nothing. All right, so I'll do this first and get it out of the way. Roar, baby! Yeah, let's go!
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, quick story. I'll tell you real quick because I got to go back to work. So, Lazy Lions is probably my second NFT, but I would like to say it's my first actual, like, legit NFT project that I was involved in. Got on the Discord probably like when it was like maybe 1,100 people, and then watched it grow from there, which was pretty exciting and pretty awesome. Looked at the roadmap and I was immediately hooked, especially not what was there, but also what can happen in the future with these NFTs and this project. So I'm pretty stoked. I got 5 lions, minted 3. And then in Discord got my got my roll up to 3,000 messages. So I got I won a free NFT, which was sweet. And then I ended up buying one probably actually when it was like 0.09. So I got in pretty early, pretty stoked. And just so everybody knows, I'm probably never going to sell any line. So
Diamond paws.
there it is, man.
Awesome. Diamond paws.
Thank you.
Ozark.
Oh, you want to hear it? You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me get out of the room that I was in.
Oh, it's getting serious.
All right. So, it's serious. It's getting serious. No, honestly though, I was trying to think when you guys are talking, like, how did I even end up here? I don't know. Honest to God, to tell you the story of Lazy Lions, I was up late one night. Was sitting on some Ethereum, trying to find a new project, and I was just going through the thousands of Discord channels I have in my Discord, and I saw a lion.
Anybody
I
hear
clicked
me
on the
now?
lion.
Can anybody hear?
Yeah, Paul, I hear you. Bro. There we go. So I popped in the old Discord. Vibes were immaculate. And I just kind of stuck around. I think I bought one lion at first.
Can anybody hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you, Mufasa.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Right now, this is pretty awesome right here. As soon as I saw this, because my nickname is Lion King Warrior, believe it or not. I got this from the Vietnam War, and this is pretty cool right here. Right now, I'm a senior disabled veteran here, but I'm proud of y'all. And you really made my day right here.
Awesome.
Happy to have you.
This is pretty smooth here. I'm really proud of everybody here. So this is my roar right here. Roar. Rah. And go Army. And this is it. I'm sorry to have a better roar than this.
That was perfect.
That was great, Paul.
That was great, man. That was a great roar.
Yeah, but I'm proud of everybody here.
Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for making my day here. Take care now.
Appreciate you showing up.
Take care, Paul.
Thank you.
Are you in our Discord, Paul?
Thanks a lot.
Actually, I made I'm a hybrid veteran. I'm a multiple military branch, Air Force, Coast Guard, and Army, and multiple war eras veteran. Vietnam, Gulf War, Afghanistan War, 26 plus year hybrid veteran. I'm one of the last few still living in the United States. Once I'm gone, that's it. So when I saw this on Twitter, I just had to get on this. So right now, I'm just proud of everybody here. So take care, and you guys are great.
Paul, I just sent.
Thanks so much, Paul.
Paul, I just sent you a link to the Lazy Lions Discord. We'd love to have you in there, so you can check out kind of what the energy's like in the actual community.
Well, thank you so much.
But thank you so much for coming up today and letting us know that. This means a lot to us. This is something that kind of a passion for everybody here that has a lion profile pic, and
Oh yeah,
and you being the Lion King warrior. I mean,
yeah.
what better person to show up and say hi? So
Uh,
really
and,
appreciate
and
it, Paul.
thank you. And plus my birthday.
Well, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy
It
birthday,
just
Paul.
happens to be July 26th, 1954. Uh, so yeah, this is a coincidence right there. So y'all take care. And I'll be praying for everybody here. You guys are great.
I'm about 30
Awesome.
30 years behind you and 5 days. So I'm a Leo as well. Thanks again.
Oh, okay. Take care now.
Thanks for joining, Paul.
Take care,
All
Black.
right. All right. Take care. Bye bye.
Yep.
That's great.
Go Navy, beat Army.
Yep.
Yeah, go Army.
Oh.
So, I'm gonna hurry and wrap that up.
No, go for it. Take your
I'm gonna
time.
try
It's
to
all
remember
good.
where I was at. Yeah. I bought one. Did not mint. You didn't see Ozark around in the OG days. But bought one. Thought it was cool. Bought it for the artwork. And then I left the Discord that night. I joined on a night where it was just a bunch of roars. Like it was just nonstop roars. And so I didn't know what the hell was going on to a certain degree. And so like I left the Discord, came back, and it was normal, regular Lazy Lion vibes. And Discord won me over, and I released that we had. And I mean, obviously I've been pushing the project super, super hard. But yeah, I came back and I just bought a shit ton. Bought up a bunch of gold backgrounds, pushed that pretty hard. Yeah, I really like the project. The community really is the driving factor for me. I know you guys know I like my party hats, but honestly though, it really is the community. I love you guys. I love what we have, and I agree with what you guys were saying earlier. I feel like it attracts a certain type of person. Obviously, I don't think we would do the raids that we're doing if we weren't all motivated, because it gets tiring. Like wrist cramps, finger cramps, like it's tiring, man.
I'm sorry for interrupting, but I think it's so funny and ironic at the same time that we're called Lazy Lions, right? And we're like the most proactive, like most hungry NFT community that there is out there. It's insane.
That's funny. I was
Yeah,
thinking the
100%.
exact same thing. I'm like, we are everything but lazy. People are calling us bots for crying out loud.
The best.
Beep boop. Yeah. Anyway, long story short, that's what it was. Now we're here, and we're going to the moon, guys. But yeah, that's it. Love it. Love these spaces. Love the vibes. Thanks, Heaton, for hosting it, since none of us are as elite as you and have spaces access.
I just showed up at the right place at the right time. That's what usually happens, just like with the Lions.
Yeah. Heaton, have you already gave your story? Sorry, I was like 20 minutes late, but have you?
No, I guess I might as well, since I'm
like,
co-hosting today. I'll do it. I'm a Leo, and so the Lions, like, I don't even remember when I first saw them, but I earmarked them to buy one, and then I ended up buying like 2 or 3 that day, and then I was just watching Twitter. I didn't change my profile pic. It was already past my birthday by a few weeks, so sometime in August. And then I just kept watching what was going on. I actually wasn't in the Discord. I have a whole theory about that, of like, I actually don't like getting the Discord before I buy, or actually even after I buy in some cases. And the main reason is I want to see what's happening on Twitter, because that's really where the action happens, and what happens in the Discord is where the coordination happens. But you can really feel kind of the energy of a movement, if you want to call it that, or an NFT in this case, by watching what happens on Twitter. So I was just observing and watching, and then I don't know why, but I decided to just, on an impulse, and I'm an impulsive tweeter, So on an impulse, I'm like, I'm going to make this my profile pic. Now, here's the thing. I haven't changed my profile pic in, I want to say, 10 years. It might not be 10. I've been on Twitter a long time. I think I was one of the first 5,000 users because one of my friends just told me about it. And I just decided to change my profile pic. And it is now a lion. And I decided to change it to a lion because I'm a Leo and I love the fact that these are lions and I can personally, outside of the Discord or the community, it already is a kind of, it resonates with me. And so I just changed it. And then I think that after that is when I got in the Discord and really started understanding much more about just the lions and what all of you are all about, and now myself as well. So that's kind of my story. It's pretty simple. And I've just been looking at a lot of NFT projects and been in crypto quite a long time without being too public about it. So this was kind of, in a way, my coming out of kind of my shell, where I was just avoiding talking about a lot of that stuff publicly. Because again, a lot of the stuff out there is great, but didn't really resonate with me in the same way for me to kind of show up. And so here I am. That's the story.
100% agree. Can totally relate to your story.
Because like NFTs are just JPEGs, right? And I even think like the art is a big deal. Like I definitely come for the art. I mean, I tweeted this a while ago, but to me, it's like with these projects, you're coming for the art, you're staying for the community, and you're obviously hoping for the moon because you want your project to succeed. I think with the Lions, it's like, yeah, it's great. I'm sure the price will go up, the floor, which we're not supposed to talk about, it will go up, and all that good stuff. Like but it's the community and the energy and the fact that we can do things like this and all talk about stuff together and have almost a common shared understanding. That's amazing. I don't see that anywhere. I don't see that in these communities. This is very different. And I've already also made new friends, gotten help on things I needed help on from the Lions, just because I'm a lion too. That doesn't happen very often. This is not normal.
Yeah, strong agree, man. I definitely agree. I think it's crazy. It's like you're in a constant networking event, and everybody like actually cares about you. It's pretty wild. Not to say there isn't like obviously someone got scammed yesterday. That wasn't our Discord, but like I'm giving a disclaimer to anybody. I know there's a lot of first time NFT buyers. Like, be wary, obviously, but our community is really unique. It's cool. And it is very different.
Look, like,
from the rest.
For a first timer dipping his toes into, just the NFT like sea, right? It's literally called open sea. So I was like a first timer dipping my toes into the sea. I can say a couple things. Like, one of the things that really stood out was, of course, the artwork, right? It's beautiful. I think it's well done. Secondly, the community, like as soon as I jumped on spaces, I was like, whoa, like these people are so passionate. They're so driven. They're so motivated about this, like it's real. And then like after I bought it and I jumped on Discord, like I hadn't jumped on Discord until I bought it. When I jumped on Discord, when I bought it, hang on, I'm getting ahead of myself. When I bought it, I kind of had like that moment, and I don't know if this happens to like first time NFT buyers, but you kind of have that moment like, what did I just do? Did I just like waste my money? Did I just waste my hard-earned paycheck, But it's like this moment for like a split second where you're just like doubting yourself. And then I jumped on Discord and I got a feel for the community. And I was blown away. And honestly, it gave me like the reassurance that I was looking for. And then I was like, okay, it's all good. Like I made the right choice, And yeah, those are like first things. Artwork, community, And the third thing, like, it just makes sense. Like, I just honestly, guys, like, lions make sense. Like, I don't remember where I saw it, but somebody said, like, everything's been done. Apes, you know, zombies, punks, everything's been done. Everything under the sun, but lions have not been done, and we're like the first original lion project. And so that's just that's huge.
Absolutely.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, success. I couldn't hear like the first half of the conversation. So I'm gonna kind of piggyback off of what Patrick was saying, but also tie that into the tweet that Lucas had popped up on the top of the space there. So it says show up where you don't belong because one day you will. Getting into Whoop, whoop. Getting into NFTs, I had no idea what I was coming into. I did my research a little bit, but not crazy amount. And like Patrick was saying, you come into a community and you don't know where you belong in the community because obviously it's fresh, it's new. But now for sure I can say that I know I belong here. Um, and that really has to do with all the other lazy line holders in here that make me feel like that. So I'm like in my feelings right now.
Yeah, it's great. It's definitely great to have you on, Sonny. You bring a lot of energy to the Discord and just everyone on here, especially when you're talking. So that's cool.
And it's amazing to see more queens up here and just getting involved in the NFT space too. So that's awesome.
For sure. I really like seeing queens in the Discord and participating in spaces and stuff. I just want to add, I'm relatively new to Twitter. Like I've been on Twitter like less than a year, like maybe a couple months. And yeah, I've seen my followers just like skyrocket, just like it's insane. I don't think I even got to like 100 followers before Lazy Lions, and you guys like I don't know tripled my Twitter following. It's like that's just the strength. Like I was on Twitter for like maybe 4, 5, 6 months. I don't know, and I had less than 100 followers, and now I have like let me check. Yeah, 160 followers and growing. Like my second day of owning a lazy line. So that just goes to show like if I can triple my Twitter following, that just shows the strength and power of this community.
Yeah, I started out in Lazy Lions with like 13 followers. I think I have like almost 900 now. I was just using Twitter to follow a bunch of accounts I wanted to see, so it's cool to see that growth. Definitely. Yeah, I mean, not even just followers. Like we're building a pride on Twitter. It's a great tool to use to get more lions in here and to show how strong and cool the Lions are, definitely. So yeah, I definitely agree with that.
It's so funny with the Twitter followers because I know when I first started, like my first day, I had said this in another space, but I had made a tweet out and I was like, oh, should I put my PFP as my lazy line? Because obviously I was new. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know like what the community was really about just yet. And so I remember every day for the next 4 days, every time I would get like 10 more followers or like 20 more followers, something like that, I would make a tweet and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I just got da 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 amount of followers. And I was just like so ecstatic. I'm like, this is insane. I can't believe how fast, people catch on to someone new, and it's just crazy, the community, how fast we work, and we're on top of our stuff, and at the end of the day, it's we're doing it for us, and yeah.
I got to give a shout out to T Knowles and everyone that's.
This is something I want to hit on real quick. I mean,
Go ahead.
What's happening? All right, Robert. I think you were talking first.
Okay.
Then,
all I'll say is got to give a shout out to T Knowles and the team in Discord that I think are quite literally going to set the new standard and normal for NFTs as far as how to approach Twitter, and it's been pretty awesome to see. So give a shout out to everyone that's putting in that effort, where it's totally not warranted or asked for ever, but here we are showing up every single day, like every single tweet. So just want to make sure that we just mention his name and everyone else that's in there that's working. Like it's incredible to see, and I think a lot of people that join the community, I can imagine a lot say that they've heard of it through Twitter. So I mean, it's pretty awesome that we're here and that this is just what we do, and it will be, I think, what a lot of people will be doing in the near future as well. So we're just setting the standard, and it's awesome. So shout out to those guys and everyone in the community, of course.
Awesome. I just want to add to what Robert said and just motivate all these new Lions. Listen, guys, just promote Lions. Like when I first got my Lion, like I immediately just started going crazy on Twitter, just promoting Lions because I was so psyched about it. I was so pumped. And honestly, like the feedback has been amazing, and just like you feel you're a part of something big, right? And so you want to do everything that you can for the community to help it grow. And honestly, like it's kind of like a hobby now, just promoting, Lazy Lions, and just seeing like the support from all your fellow Lions is amazing.
yeah. Aaron, you were about to talk, and I just want to let everyone know if we have a couple requests coming in. If you're done talking, definitely step down as a speaker so we can let a few more Lions come in. Just give it the heads up. I have to do it. So I think Aaron, you're up next.
Yeah, sorry, my internet is like I'm using my one phone to try to record this so that everyone can have it moving forward, and then my other phone is just on Wi-Fi, and my Wi-Fi sucks where I'm at. So sorry if I jumped in over someone earlier, but I think we've talked about this a little bit, but I really want to like exponentially hit home the fact that how many new people we have just in the NFT space alone that's coming to our project is ridiculously bullish for this entire community. I mean, if you think about, I mean, obviously, like the financial implications of like, like what Patrick was talking about, like teaming up with his dad and stuff, like it's not a thing to take lightly, and the fact that there's so many people that are, not only trusting the community itself, but people that is new to the NFT space and the crypto space in general, I think just kind of shows the power that we are presenting. And I like that more than anything, I think energizes me to keep going. And I'm sure it does with, you know, everyone else as well. But it's just whenever I see or hear like a story from Patrick or, for Sunny or someone who's just, just kind of getting started in this whole journey, and the fact that we are, some of those first choices, there's something to be said about that. And I think that it goes to show how far this can go, that we're at a big level now, and we're just starting.
Yeah, so Aaron, you're kind of breaking up there, but thank you so much. I know I'm talking a lot, guys. I just want to say this really quick. When you're first getting into NFTs, you have to kind of take that leap of faith, right? And so, like I said, Lazy Lines really jumped out to me. And I think that this community can easily 10x. We just need some big players. That's it. And, I think that we have all the support that we need from our community. We just need to reach out to those bigger players. Oh, and by the way, Aaron, you were one of the first Lions that I literally followed, and I was blown away by your I don't want to say marketing, but your outreach to other people on Twitter. And so I immediately copied your style. I hope you don't mind that, but you can definitely tell by my tweets that I've been mimicking your style and definitely trying to put Lazy Lions out there. Thanks, guys. I'm done for tonight.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Josh J Dubs. How you guys doing? I
Hey,
just want to
Josh.
tell
Hey,
you,
Josh.
Fantastic.
I work in the car business, and that Friday when it was minting, I was working. I missed out on getting in the apes, and it was bothering me for about 2 months. And then I saw a lion. Somebody posted it on Twitter. It was like an hour before I got out of work, and I don't have ETH or ability to get ETH at work. So I literally just walked out of my office, drove home without even telling anybody.
Nice.
And I ended up having to sell like $5,000 of crypto in order to get the ETH to buy the lines. I minted 5 like right away. I went into the Discord and everybody was so positive. It was crazy. I don't even know how to explain it. And then somebody, I remember because we talked about it a lot last night and today, somebody said, "How about we like welcome everybody as king?" And it just like started right there and it never stopped. And that was like the best thing that we ever did, because anybody that's new and we say welcome king or welcome queen, they instantly either go on Twitter and mention that, and it really helps a lot with welcoming people. So it's huge. But I ended up like I've never bought an NFT. I always just thought it was like a picture. Why am I going to spend that money? But I ended up buying like 21 lions like in like a week.
Sheesh.
What's that?
It was kind of crazy.
Did you have to leave your office more times?
I worked it out so that I could do that without having to. I ended up being able to do it on my phone after that day. But over the course of, I think I sold like $15,000 worth of crypto, like telling a couple other things that I was holding. So, but that's already gone way up compared to what that's done. So, I'm just super pumped to be here. We have a great community. I've never seen anything like it. I've been in Discord for stocks and other stuff, and there is nothing like our community anywhere. And I don't know if you can replicate it. It's something that it's amazing, and I'm looking forward to the next couple of months to see what comes about from it.
Hello.
Yep.
Hey guys. Yeah, just wanted to just quickly just mention, just like a lot of people have been saying, like a lot of people come in for the the art or just to make a quick flip. But then yeah, just like a lot of people, everyone just stays. Everyone stays because the community is just so welcoming, so nice, and we're so strong on all the socials. And it's actually something I've never experienced in my life. Like the fact that we're connecting with all these people across the world, um, so seamlessly, and everyone's just got such positive vibes. Like I believe in the law of attraction, so I believe that like good things will come and follow you if you're searching for it as well, type thing. And yeah, yeah, it's just crazy to see how much engagement we're getting on all the Twitter spaces, on the Discord every day. There's so many people willing to put in so much effort, so much hours of their lives, and I honestly think like I honestly think it's going to change a lot of people's lives. Just especially moving into the future, being able to like kind of like I feel like we're going to be living in the type of metaverse, you know what I mean? Everyone's going to be living in a type of virtual reality in like maybe 5 or so years, and it's going to be an exclusive kickback if you have a line. It's just yeah, it's just awesome to know that we're surrounded by so many like-minded people.
It's amazing how many people throughout the 24 hours. Like, you can go on at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern time in the US, and then you go at 5 o'clock in the morning, and it's just as poppin' as it was. Like, it's just 24 hours a day. There's always somebody in our Discord pumping it up and doing raids. And it's incredible how that just keeps continuing every single day. Truly amazing.
I saw someone tweet the other day where they're like, if they're ever looking for energy, they're just like stopping in on the Discord. And I'm like, on the Lazy Lion Discord. Who said that? I don't know
Truth.
who said that, but like someone said, I'm like, damn, I resonate with that. And you just said you agree. It's like, yeah, right.
Yeah, a buddy of mine that I think bought him because I changed my profile pic. He came in there and he's been pretty active, and he said that he's not here right now, from what I can tell, but he said that, and like he like really said it, like he explained it, like he and I was like, wow, yeah, I feel the same. Regardless of how late I'm staying up or whatever I'm doing with the Lions, as long as it's the Lions, I got the energy, and then it makes everything else better too. That's at least been my experience. It's out of this world. I can't explain it. It sounds like bullshit, but it's so real. I mean, all of us agree, so it's got to be real, right?
It's got to be real.
Even seeing all the like Asher and Nine, the devs that are they're staying up till 5 a.m. on Discord, hosting calls, hosting game nights. It's just amazing to see how much hard work and dedication they're putting in towards the work as well. So I just want to give a shout out to them too. Yeah, like hopefully it all pays off.
We have a queen.
Yeah, it looks like Asher. Asher, are you on to talk? And I just want to say, if you did speak and are done speaking, definitely step down. We got, I think, 7 requests in to come up. We want to try and get as many
Yeah,
people
just so
up.
you know,
Just
Art
throwing that
Soul
out.
Shalini wants to talk. I know she does. I'm going to step down.
King's Queen, I'm definitely on. I've just been listening in, and to be honest, I'm just enjoying listening. That's why I haven't wanted to just jump in and say anything. But everything that I've been hearing is like I agree with,
Hello.
right? Like you jump in, everyone's referring to each other. Like as soon as you get a lion, everyone's like, "Hey King, hey Queen." The fact that it's always on, it's always buzzing. So yeah, that's heaps cool. But I'm very curious to just get everyone else's thoughts. So I'm a bit more of a listener in this call, but happy to answer anything or discuss anything as well.
Hi.
Happy to have you here.
Hello.
Either way.
Hi.
Hi. Did you have a question or a thought for us?
Sorry, the line I think got problem. Are you? I mean, you all listening? Did you get me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We
All
can hear
right.
you.
All right. Sorry. Okay. Let me introduce myself. My name is Shalini. I'm from as you say, as you can see my profile, Art Soul Charlene. And I believe that recently you've been seeing my latest giveaway, painted lion, lazy lion painted. And basically, I'm a lion lover, and as I've been practice drawing and painting lions, and thanks to Mr. Stray Lion, Mr. Parker, who inspired me a lot for doing a lot of lion. And I also become a lazy lion, and I collected a few of lazy lions, and more to collect. And I'm really glad to be a part of this community, and really really awesome, and you guys really rocking, and it's outstanding. It's difficult to find this kind of community. And I'm being a visual artist. I find this platform is really amazing, and people start to support each other. Even is newbie in a lazy lion community or what. And as you can see my work on art, a painted a series of lazy lion I made from my true from my heart. And you guys, I really appreciate you guys, and that's why I come up with this giveaway. And please say something on my my artwork then.
Your artwork looks sick. Not gonna lie, it looks amazing.
Yeah, I just posted up her tweet if you guys are looking for her artwork.
Yeah, we really appreciate you for even doing a giveaway of your artwork. You know, that's really really sweet of you.
Yeah. And I like to hype this community higher, so that people start to notice how strong and how powerful lazy lion we are, because I guess from the digital painting, digital art to a physical painting is totally different. And I try to make it more detailed work on eyes. If you can see, I have posted a latest photo of mine, and with a lazy lion, and it's absolutely fun. So yeah, thanks y'all.
Yeah, I'm
Thank
just
you.
checking out your art. It's amazing. Yeah, it's great.
Thank you. It's incredible.
Sure, thank you so much for this part of this community. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you for sharing your pieces. It's really nice. It's gorgeous.
Hey guys, just wanted to check in, say hello to everybody.
Thank you. Bless.
You guys are all killing
Thanks.
it. I'm probably not as active on the Discord as some of you kings and queens, but I check in from time to time, and the energy is amazing. I think everybody says the same thing. It's amazing to see how many people on Twitter think we're bots. Like it's ridiculous. It's just a testament to how much energy we're putting into this. And the whole Twitter raid. Like I'm actually part of a multiple different group of Discords, and I think you can see people trying to initiate and copy the Lazy Lion Twitter raids. To no avail, obviously not to the same effect. But yeah, man, I just wanted to drop in and say hello and say thank you to everyone for contributing to the community.
Right on. Right on.
Have we discussed? I just dropped in anyway, so this might be a little bit late. Have we discussed play to earn? Has there been any discussion? I know this is probably a while away, but have we discussed? What's that looking like? What are some of the ideas that have been thrown out there? What are the options? Has this been discussed yet?
I think we'll throw that up to Asher. We haven't discussed it yet.
Yeah.
In terms of the play to earn
Yeah,
game
yeah,
on the
yeah. Just
roadmap.
generally speaking, I don't know if it's been
Yeah, sure. So
discussed.
that's
Yeah.
not. Not yet. So that's still in its early stages. It's the other roadmap items that we're fully focused on. But I guess like with that as well, like it's really going to come down to like, you know, I feel like the community is going to shape a lot of what happens there. But like in terms of like rewarding the community, like that's what we've done since like even pre-launch, right? That's worked really well. So and obviously like there's a lot of buzz around play to earn games. But that's going to be definitely last on the roadmap that's done. So I mean, what would you, just curious, like what would you like to see in a play to earn game?
Well, I think anything that bounces off the sort of fundamental success, there's underlying success factors, I guess, and anything that brings utility to holding lions is the goal, right? So we get more people initiating, and we get more people contributing to the community. But you know, if you look at Axes or if you look at something, obviously that's a much more complicated sort of platform. And we're probably not going to roll it out to that extent. Maybe we do. Who knows? But something that can obviously involve the game may not even be specific to lions, but you need a lion to essentially participate. Something like that, or something along the lines of that, where people are incentivized to go in and join the lion community.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think the reality is as well, like as this project is growing and we're all growing with it, I think there's going to be a lot of opportunities to partner up as
Yeah,
well.
for sure.
So like that's why I feel like it's very early days. Like once we do like achieve that, I mean we've already achieved like pretty good growth, right? But once we get, you know, that other growth that we all know is, you know, is definitely there and is available. I think, you know, partnering up, there's going to be a lot of opportunities to really create something special. But that is definitely where you know, later down.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like I said, I don't think that it's coming anytime soon, but I think it's great to start getting something out there and discussing it with the community on how that looks like. I think essentially, right, these Twitter raids and everything are amazing, and the community is amazing, but even what you've already started, Ash, with the whole rewards program, that's, you know, from my understanding, the first of its kind in the NFT space. But we want to have, you know, we want to continue to bring utility, right? So, you know, you talk about tokens, right? You talk about tokens in the crypto space and how they derive utility and how they, you know, contribute to governance and all of that for those that are unaware. You know, we want to try and drive utility for lion holders as well. So the art is amazing. It speaks for itself. The community is hands down the best, hands down. But you know, the more utility we can contribute and add to the project over, you know, the next 3 months, 6 months, year, and beyond that, is where there's going to be immense value added.
Hey guys, no, look, there's been some great talks and ideas. I just wanted to give my 2 cents as well. I guess contributing to governance, one thing, you know, just throwing out some ideas. You know, we could have some innovative ideas through forms, and that goes through a process where some of the, you know, higher ups filter through and pick ideas they like and present that to the forum on Discord or whatever, and it gets voted through. And, you know, that's how we can contribute to everyone inputting into governance. But also just touching on the community part as well. I mean, we've clearly shown how community is the difference between a great art and a good art. And, you know, the nostalgic feeling you get from being in the community, a lot of you probably been playing games like RuneScape, and I get similar nostalgic feelings joining the Discord. Oh yeah, it's like an escape from an escape. So I just wanted to add that 2 cents in.
Yeah, I agree completely, man. And the whole NFT space has opened up a layer of gamification that we haven't felt since we were kids, right? I think that's what draws so many people to the space. It's that nostalgia. It's the feeling of being on the playground again and talking about your Pokemon cards or sharing, you know, whatever else you were into with your community. That ties into all of us, and I think we can all relate to that on some level when we were growing up. And then, going on what you just said, dude, which I very, very firmly agree, and I've said many times, the art on its own in this space, in NFT space, in digital art, the art on its own is amazing, and I own many art pieces. But the art that has the most value is art plus community. That's the equation. That's the golden ratio. It's art plus community. So you can't, and a lot of projects out there are looking at community as an afterthought, as as an addition to their product. I think why Lazy Lions is doing so well and why it continues to succeed is the community is the product. Like, this is the product. We're part of we're part of the product.
100%. Like, very well said, right? And that goes back to the whole, rewards. Why is that even structured? Why are we, why is that something that's part of the budget that's being funded? It's because the community, is the project. The project's the community. Like you said it perfectly, Costi. So it makes sense to reward the community. Like, that's worked since day one. There's no plans in changing that. Like, if anything does change, like, it's still going to be the community is the key. Like, that will never change. Things might change here and there, like in terms of what we're doing, obviously, because we're pragmatic and we're trying to get the best result for everyone. And like, we always listen to community feedback. We decide as a big group, but that's the key.
Amazing. So I'll ask the question as well, and maybe someone else in here that has maybe more legal experience can answer. And maybe there isn't any blocker on this, but what's your thought process or the team's thought process around sort of integrating with DeFi? Like, I know I've mentioned this to you before anyway, Ash, but like, in terms of building out, specific NFT strategies for, say, Lion holders or something, where you lock your NFT into a vault of some sort and derive derivatives or royalties or rewards of some sort from that vault. I know that no other team is kind of doing that. Hence why I think there's a powerful play to be had there. But again, there may be sort of, I'm aware as well that there's obviously legal repercussions for that sort of stuff. So if there's anyone in the chat at the moment that can open up about that, or if it's something that you guys are already considering, let me know.
Yeah, I think that's a really interesting one. Like, I'd be curious, if anyone else has a view on it as well. But like, obviously, like, there are, like, legal things that sort of stand in the way with that. But I think it is pretty cool. Like, in terms of like the rewards program as well. Like, that's I think it's different. It's very different to all these other things where they're just splitting royalties or sales, whatever it is, and just giving it back. Which is sort of like that's when it starts to become an investment. Whereas this is a rewards program, right? This similar to like an airline carrier's rewards program, but we're rewarding the community for engagement, right? So having your Twitter profile photo set to your NFT, having a lion emoji in your bio, and things that have really resonated with the community. Like we said, we always take feedback. The crown, right? Everyone refers to each other as kings and queens. Like, that's worked amazingly. That's going to be part of the slight push on the branding as well that everyone will be seeing in like the next coming weeks. So like having that in the username as well, not to make anyone cringe or anything, but I think like that's where Lazy Lions is really starting to associate with, right? With premium, with kings, with queens, and that's how we intended it as well. So it's little things like that we'll incorporate, and that's why it's different to these other things like staking and all that. It is a rewards program where you get rewarded for engagement.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think where I'm coming from is more so like a community vault, right? So like, how we're having a portion, obviously, for community incentives. You're promoting the brand, you're associated with your PFP. In order for doing that, you get rewarded. So it's genuinely a reward. But what about having sort of a treasury, right? So that treasury is embedded into a vault of some sort, and I'm sure if you're savvy in the space, so I'm sure you could list hundreds off the top of your head. But that vault obviously accrues value and grows the underlying treasury for the Lions project, yeah. And then what can happen is that a portion of that underlying treasury, which is now accruing and growing in yield, can be used for the rewards.
I have seen that idea before as well. Like, even if it's not participating in staking and stuff, but just buying other NFTs as well, and like you said, and then using that to fund budget as well. It's interesting. I think it's one of those things that for us, like, we don't have it set right now, and like it's not like a priority or anything like that as well. And I think like to do it right, we'd have to put some time into it. But like we have been exploring like other ideas that we can really like help the community immediately, like and really get started on some projects, because we don't like time is like a really limiting factor as well, which is why we're trying to grow out the team as well. And you know, you guys are going to see some announcements like in the next day or so, and I think everyone's going to be quite happy too. But in terms of like what would everyone's take on? What would everyone's take be on? Sorry, if we had like a community project funding sort of thing where we can give like almost like a grant. Like I've seen other projects do this, but you know, if someone had an idea of, you know, creating something in the metaverse and Decentraland, or you know, even on Minecraft or a comic book or anything like that, and then you know, we had a set amount that we could give out to these projects as well. I
love that idea.
Mm-hmm.
Like we could definitely, I can just speak on behalf of ourselves, right? So I'm one of the core contributors at Stakedale. So I know that we would love to be building a strategy. We would handle the dev work of building out that strategy. But then obviously, you know, if there was a grant that we could apply to that will sort of, you know, cover some of the expenses, then that's something we would obviously apply for. But I'm sure there's many people in the space that have other ways to add value to this community as well. It could be, you know, interactive meetups. It could be, you know, it could be an Aussie meetup. It could be a meetup in LA. It could be a meetup anywhere in the world that, you know, you apply for funding for, and then all of a sudden you've got a small little kitty that you can use to run really cool meetups and grow awareness of the brand. I think that sort of initiative that you just mentioned, where, you know, there's a grant process, an application process, I think that works really well.
Awesome. And definitely, like we'll catch up offline as well, cause like I'm very curious, like if anyone does have any like of those ideas as well. So the stake one, which is great. Like if anyone has any of these ideas and wants to come up and speak as well, I think that's a really interesting thing from my view. But obviously, don't want to derail the space as well and go into, you know, getting feedback for ideas and stuff. Even though, so if there's hidden DJC, if there's anything else you guys want to discuss or.
Hey, Asher, we do have your dedicated lion lover in the crowd here, David. You guys want to bring him up? He's like obsessed with the lions.
Yeah, I just invited him.
Just really quick, we'll say, big fan of the grant idea, Asher, and providing that as an option for the community to take action on what they think would be potentially best for the community, and as another function of rewarding efforts. I think it's a great idea and proposal. So yeah.
Thanks for that. I think it'll work really well as well. Like, I think it is something that we're going to look to try and set up, because I am very curious to just get everyone's ideas. I know everyone, you know, might not want to jump on the live Twitter space and share it over voice, but
I will say, like, there's no shortage of ideas and feedback in the ideas and feedback channel in Discord. So that's why I think it's gonna like just be without question, like there won't be any shortage of like people applying, right? Like.
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a whole bunch of people that jump in on that opportunity. Everyone has a long list of ideas, right? And everyone's also smart enough to understand that not every idea will get put into action, right? That's the whole point. You have a community forum, and that would, I guess, you know, from a project management standpoint, that would, you know, be something that we can set up relatively quickly as members of the community, with low friction. We can launch a forum, whether it be on Reddit, whether it be on one of the more crypto native like an Aragon or something like that, where it's a forum specifically for Lion discussions and proposals, and you can go in and you can share ideas, you can share pictures, you can have a chat. I know we use Discord, but it's also easy in Discord to lose track of what was discussed half an hour ago.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, man.
Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome.
So, David, you want to tell your story? I haven't heard it yet, but I've heard you speak multiple times about lions and NFTs and all that stuff. But I'd love to hear kind of how you found the lions
stuck in
and
the
all that.
blockchain?
No, we can hear you.
Well, I just finished my live cast podcast with Des Bryant, so I let him know about the Lazy Lions.
I heard that. I was like, yay!
And I was like, yo, I should have mentioned like the 14,000 Lazy Lions I have. No, I'm just messing. I got like 15 or 16, but honestly, like I love this project, man.
Why, David? Why do you love this project?
Community. That's
Yeah.
number one.
Yeah.
Besides, obviously, look,
And the art's fucking awesome, right? The art is awesome.
David, you're on
I think
mute.
he's muted himself.
He's definitely stuck this time.
I think
He's in the metaverse.
We lost him.
himself.
Has anyone? Is he back? I think. No, I think he's stuck. He's stuck somewhere. Has anyone discussed the breeding program? Like, is that? I know, like I said, I've jumped on late. So, has anyone discussed breeding of some sort?
Asher has some really strong opinions on it that I would love to hear again and again and again. So I'll volunteer him, but maybe he doesn't want to talk about it. But I love hearing him talk about this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, well, let me get everyone else's opinions because you've heard mine as well. I think it's like just in general, like obviously I know this has popped up, multiple times in our Discord now because of what happened with the mutant apes, and obviously everyone, it's pretty
probably stuck in a block.
Yeah. But in terms of like having that for us, I think it's very early days. Obviously, the space moves very quickly, but like right now, we're just super focused on making sure that like Lazy Lions, like the current NFTs that are out there, get the most value possible. Like, there's another collection in the future that like ties in with Lazy Lions. Does that make sense? Like, probably, right? Especially if it like helps increase the value of the current ones, and we can give value back to the community. But I think it's very early days. But it is interesting to talk about ideas. So definitely, like, if anyone has any ideas that they want to discuss right now on the space, like, love to hear it, and then maybe I can give my view after as well.
When Cove Time Machine, that's the only thing I'm worried about.
That was amazing. That idea.
Yes.
So yeah, smart. The time machine idea is now what I'm vibing on. So Nine's idea of, if you guys don't know, basically airdropping us a time machine, and then us choosing if we want to go back in the past and turn our lion into a cub, or if we want to go in the future and turn our lion into like an old, king. So I think that idea is definitely one that we should explore more. And Captain, I know you had your hand up. You've been waiting for a while, so thanks for waiting. But did you want to speak?
Yeah, thanks, guys. Just wanted to jump on quickly with that idea for the time machine. I think it was pretty cool. I liked how it was coming across on Discord. I don't know too much about NFTs, and to be honest, Lazy Lions is my first project I've been involved in, and fully loving it. It's fantastic. But I love the simplicity of it when I joined. As somebody new to NFTs, the simplicity of the Lions was fantastic. And I think it would be cool for us who are already involved, but for onlookers, I'm wondering if, and people who want to get involved, if it would become too messy for them to be able to follow.
That's really interesting, man. Great to love to have you on as well. Like, especially as like a, as a newcomer onto the scene, first project. That's really cool. Well, how do you feel it would get a little bit complicated to follow? Like, in what aspects?
I just think, we've got a line there. Like, I've got my particular one there that's up as my profile pic. If he starts changing and jumping around and moving, for people to follow one that they particularly like or maybe particularly want to buy in the future but don't know too much about the space, I'm just wondering if that would get confusing for them, if they'd be able to follow where that particular line has been and gone.
Got it. Yeah, you're right. I could definitely see, especially because I've had, I'm sure we all have, I've had friends and family ask me, hey, what's going on with these apes? I've seen them, all over. There's a mutant or something. Should I be getting that, this, that? It is a bit confusing, right? You're like, what happened? Is that the original one? What's breeding, morphing? They took a vial and now they look like, they're headless and stuff. I think they look pretty cool, by the way, guys. I've got a lot of respect for the bored apes and even the mutants. I've said that since day one as well. why we had even like a special role for the apes when they came into the Discord. So it's not hate on any way. I think they're very cool, but like it can get a bit confusing, especially for newcomers. I agree, and that, like, I'm very interested in getting feedback on this, because this is something like I know Nine is particularly focusing on. Like, how can we make it even, how can we simplify it for newcomers? Because we don't, like, even Discord, right? A lot of people haven't joined Discord before. They're coming in, they're like, what's a Discord? How do I download this? What is it? And it's like, at the same time, like, we should be encouraging new members, because that's going to help grow the community. So in terms of like how this would actually work, like, just to be clear, like the original NFT, the one that you have right now, that would never change. Okay, so that wouldn't change. Like, that's gonna be the same, like how it's looking right now. That's not gonna change. With the rainbow hair, zebra skin, it'll stay how it is. What would happen is, like, if we went down this route, is you would have the opportunity to have another NFT in a separate collection, but that references this one. Okay, but they're two separate NFTs. Like, that would come up in OpenSea as two different images. So main thing, your original one never changed.
Yeah, that sounds sick. Like, that really cool. How would that? And I'm not like, I was all for the idea on Discord, by the way, too. I'm not disrespecting the idea by any means. It was just something I was thinking of. How would it work when it comes to the sale? Say somebody wanted to sell their lion. Would they sell, say, if they made a cub as well, would it come as a package, or would it be? Would they be able to split it up, or?
It would be separate, man. If just to reference the Bored Ape sort of function, because I think that's pretty much what we're describing here. It was the way that Bored Apes, you got airdropped a vial, which was a formula, and you had a choice to log.
Maybe we introduce what airdrop means, just to make sure we're all on the same page.
For sure. Okay, so to go on the same page. By the way, the whole crypto space needs to do better. We need to obviously add some more education. This is what a lot of people need, and this is great that we've got this forum. But yeah, so to touch base on what an airdrop is, Captain, essentially, you're on the blockchain, so your wallet address as a holder of the lion is there. It's recorded. So now, in theory, if Ash or the team wanted to give us all a prize, they have everyone's wallet address, and they can just drop one into our wallets. That's the technical term, right? That's essentially what's happening when we use the term airdrop. Now, from that, what happened with Bored Apes is you got airdropped a vial of a formula of some sort, and you had a choice. You got to log into the official Bored Ape website, and you had to have your original ape. And if you had that and you drank the vial that got airdropped, you got to mutate and have a second ape. Now that ape became its own NFT. You got deposited into your wallet, and now you have two apes. You have the original one. You have the mutated ape. Now, if you were to sell one, that would be its own unique sale. It would not affect the underlying sale, or whether you chose to sell the original or the mutated version. It didn't affect the other. So that's the way it would kind of work, I guess.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic. And just to be clear, I'm never selling. I was just passing on thoughts.
Let's go.
King.
Lines for life.
Diamond paws. Does anyone else really like this, King?
That sounds really great. And I'm glad I could get that across, because I'm probably the only person thinking it, but I just was hoping if there's others out there thinking the same thing, I don't want to get them scared before it even starts, because we haven't even started yet. We're just getting going, and I'm really looking forward to see where we go from here. It's going to be a fun ride, whichever direction you guys take it.
It is. It's so early, and to touch base on the educational aspect, maybe that's something that we should look at as a community as well. If we were to go forward with launching a community forum of some sort, we could have an educational section where people can just learn some of the fundamentals, the basics. I think that's where a lot of people that are new to the NFT space feel uncomfortable. They don't have enough knowledge of the space itself. And I think once you start to introduce education, you start to build an even deeper community.
100% agree. Like, the education in the space needs to be better, because it's so fresh, it's so new. We can't expect, people, especially without a coding or dev background, to come in and fully understand what's going on. It's such a small percentage of people who really know what's going on. Does everyone need to have that kind of knowledge? No, but at least enough to know, okay, well, like, what is a wallet? What are these NFTs? How do they actually work? Like smart contract, high level. I think as soon as someone has that kind of understanding, because I've had that where I've explained it to people and they're like, oh, okay. And now they get so much more comfortable when they go and make these trades. And, the next week you come back and they've got like, 25 NFTs all over the place and they're staking and this and that. So education definitely needs to be better. But by the way, guys, like, I love how we just had Michael on the call, like, especially from like a newcomer's perspective. So like, if anyone wants to join in like that, like, I don't want to override the space, but like, don't hold back, because that's awesome to hear community members like that. Also, just while we're on the topic of like other collections, bungalows. I can't count the amount of times we've had when bungalow in the chats. Poor mods, I can see DJC. He's probably twitching a little bit behind the chair at the amount of times he's had to respond to that. But bungalows are going to work essentially the same way, right? Like, so there's a difference between airdrop and like claiming, because obviously airdrop has gas fees, which for this can be, as we've all seen, gas fees get pretty crazy, especially when it's for 10,000. But essentially, part of the roadmap is another unique NFT, so separate to your Lion, and this NFT is going to be for your Twitter banner, okay? And it's going to be a bungalow, so it's like a private bungalow. They'll be randomly generated as well, so it's similar to Lions and all the other the other collections in our space where they have different traits and you get randomly generated ones. You don't know which one you're going to get. It's going to be that same thing but with the bungalows. And why I'm really excited about that, for a couple of reasons, right? First, it's for your Twitter banner, which is not something that we've seen done. And two, and I don't want to talk too early about this, but something like, even myself from like a dev perspective coming into the space first time before, was like, how do people actually show off these things, right? And then that's why when I saw the Twitter profile photo, I was like, oh, okay, well, that makes sense. Like, straight away, we've got an avenue to show off the NFTs. But I don't think anyone has really nailed that just yet. Like, we're sending out OpenSea links. We've got things like lazy.com with Mark Cuban and stuff like that. But I don't think anyone's like truly nailed that just yet. So watch this space. But those bungalows are essentially going to be another avenue. So that way, even if you're changing your profile photo to your Lazy Lion, which looks pretty cool, and you've got other NFTs that you want to show off, there should be some pretty cool ways that you can still do that. But watch this space. I don't want to say too much just yet. But that'll essentially be, we'll take a snapshot as a certain day. So like, if you have a Lazy Lion on this day, you can go onto the website and you'll be able to claim another free NFT, which is a Twitter banner bungalow.
We just got a Kaneko up here. He wanted to talk a little bit, and then we've got over 200 plus listeners here, which is awesome. So if there's anybody that wants to jump down from speaking, we got requests, and other people that want to come speak, definitely hop on.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Sorry, I have this is probably my 900th bootleg account that I'm deep into right now to try to keep my Twitter account live. If anybody knows, I've been suspended for like a week, and so it's been killing me. But so I'm here, and over the last couple of days, I've been working with a couple different teams of my personal teams of my accountant, CPA, and lawyer, and my financial advisor. And, a lot we've been talking about is NFTs and how we can put them into trusts and how we can use some of the rewards to give back to charity. And it's such an interesting conversation, and we're dealing at a high level with like Fidelity and like some like higher groups to see if we can do this and like give back in like really interesting ways into some charitable trusts. And so, and anybody who knows me, charity is like a huge part of what I do, and part of what I every dollar I make, it's like I want to give back like 75 cents to like the charitable world, to especially in the NFT world, because it's it accrues so much value so quickly right now. So it's like I can give back so much more, and so I've really been pushing and exploring that, and so. I'll have some like cool things coming out, but I think that's just a really interesting conversation to have, and like good group discussions to really focus on like how we can create these, DAO financial markets, or even integrate into if Fidelity is willing to accept some of my NFTs into a trust. I mean, that's just quite amazing to say that, like, we as a broader market can do that into a straight charitable trust and then give back. And then when those sell, you actually don't have to pay taxes on them because the charitable donations will count against that. So it's like such cool things we can start to do to like really help the world and like still make profit along the way, and help ourselves. And so there's a lot of cool things. And then once again, I'm still, anybody who knows me, I'm still working on the newsletter. I have lazyroars.com. We're looking at a
Did he just drop off?
Yeah, I think he got rubbed.
Yeah.
Just to that's the part about charities. Like, I love the fact that he's talking about that as well. Like, we are working on something with that, and like we've said before, like, we never included that as part of the roadmap because it's not a cool thing to make as a selling item. Like, from my point of view, like, obviously, like, we see a lot of other collections do that as a way, to get people in, but that's not something we wanted to do or did. But like, donating to a charity and like doing it right, that is something that we are looking into.
Denise, I think you wanted to speak. I think there's a few others.
Yes. So I just wanted to, I guess, ask about the educational outreach that I think you all were talking about. I think that would be a great way to get more people into the space. Like, I actually teach high school, and I've tried to kind of expose my students to the little bit that I do know about like crypto and NFTs, just because it's not I think we're not as open as what we should be about that in the K-12 space. And obviously, like, this is the future, or who knows really what the future looks like for this. But I think it's important to invest in that educational part. So I guess I'm just more here to say, please, 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 as a community, obviously I don't have a lazy lion and I probably need to get one, but please, develop that. And I think just having the term lazy in the queue would attract any high school student, and the fact that they could actually learn something from that, and really be engaged in a community. I mean, our students just are so not engaged right now, but opening a community like this up to them in some safe space, I know that would be kind of difficult, but I think this is definitely would be a great kind of outreach if y'all are interested in that. And I'm willing to brainstorm or help if anyone wants to kind of spearhead that. But I'm here. I'm definitely curious, and I'm appreciative that you're willing to even think about that. So with that, I guess I'm done.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing that, and love having you on as well, and that you come on as a speaker. And I think that's definitely something we should be chatting about. Like, I've just got ideas coming into mind now, just from having these convos as well. Like, you're so right. Like, with the lazy theme, and we can tie it in. Make it educational, of course, about about the blockchain. We can get a little bit deep, just so everyone does have that understanding, because I think it'll go a long way. And maybe it's something that we look at doing as like a community project. Maybe something like lions teaching lions, where we teach like cubs to hunt almost, or something like that. But I think that's definitely something we should chat about, Denise. And let us know when you do get a lion as well, if you're in the Discord. It would be great to have you there.
I will have to figure out how to get into that. I actually just got into Discord the past few months, so I will have to check it out. If someone wants to send me the link or invite me, I will be glad to join. And I'm happy to collaborate. I mean, anything I can do to help our students in the high school space. I mean, this is the future. Who knows what it looks like, but I think we just have to be willing to bring it to our students. So anyways, I appreciate it, and I'm going to move myself back down, but I'm definitely willing to collaborate.
Hey, Denise, just wanted to touch base on that as well. If you actually wanted to get your students or friends of yours to get a bit of understanding, there's academy.stakedao.org. It's what we've actually created through my team and myself. It's got all the introductory information for someone that could enter the space tomorrow with no previous experience and start to gain an understanding. So it's all about what is NFTs, what is a blockchain, what is layer 1, what is layer 2, all the fundamental information that I think can get swept under the rug in this sea of knowledge. So definitely check that out. That's not to take away from what I think we should all do anyway in the future, which will be, similar to what Ash said, some sort of Lions teaching Lions or some sort of cub learning experience where we have a forum. But for immediate effect, if there's anyone listening now in the space, if you wanted to check it out, you can go to academy.stakedao.org and you'll be able to click on any of those tiles and start to get a bit of a better understanding.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I will look at all my DMs, and I'm just excited. I mean, I'm glad that I just have happened to have found this space a few months ago through friends. And so I'm just glad to be a part of it. And I think this is such a great thing for the future. I mean, there's so many, bad things in the world that we all see every day. And I think just to, have a positive thing that really is the future. I mean, I think this is just a great opportunity and really for our students. So I appreciate y'all, and I'm excited to see
check your DMs.
Yes,
Check your DMs, Denise.
I'm gonna move myself back
Tell
down.
Isaac I said hi. By
Okay,
the way.
I will. Bye. I'm gonna move myself.
Make sure of it.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
She probably has like 50 DMs from us with
Hey,
one
guys.
link.
I am. That was awesome, by the way, Dennis. Thank you for stepping up, and I couldn't agree more with you. I personally am so excited to get in on this project. I love this community more than anything. I'm just trying to liquidate some stuff now, but I can't wait to join the pride, guys.
Right on.
Hey, King.
What's up, K people? Good to see
How
you.
do I move myself back down? I'm used to Clubhouse, not Twitter.
I'll take care of it.
Great
What's up,
to have you, by the way,
Lucas?
King.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
What's up, Lucas?
We're good.
What's up?
Lucas.
Ladies and gentlemen, Asher, always a pleasure, sir.
Pleasure's mine, King.
So, this is pretty great. And I got into Lazy Lions because, for sure, because of the Discord. And when I bought, I mean, you're not just buying art, you're buying access. That's what this is. You're buying a token with a pretty piece of art on it, which is amazing art, no doubt about it. But it really is a token you're buying, and that token is going to give you access in the future to a ton more things coming up. So I see big things for the Lions myself. I own a bunch of different NFTs, but the Lions are absolutely my favorite, hands down. I own Ape, Mutant Ape. I own, literally like 70 other, probably maybe even 80 other NFTs right now. And like I said, the Lions are my pride and joy, literally pride and joy. And I really do like my lazy hat.
You're the man, Lucas.
Hey, kings and queens. Hey, Asher.
Hey, Amy.
Hey, Amy.
Hi. I bought my Lazy Lion because of Asher. I was interviewing him at the time with Lucas, and I jumped into the Discord. I saw the Discord, and yeah, I pretty much started going, shut up and take my money. And I've had 5 lions. I sold one to somebody who wanted to get into the lions. So don't hate me for helping other people getting in. But I think it's great. I'd love to see merch. I'm hoping that will come soon, especially the lazy hats.
I do want a lazy hat.
Yes, merch.
I do want to wear I want to do IRL lazy hats.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Yes.
It has to happen. I'll even take the spinner hat. No coconut bras needed, but spinner hat would be cool. But I love that you guys embrace it and have all of the queens and kings, and that honestly the Discord is 100% the biggest selling point. It is the best Discord community I've been in, not just in the NFT space, just overall. You guys are absolutely killing it, and you've got some great people in your ranks who are just always there to help, and everyone kind of comes together and pulls each other up, and even when there's people having bad times, you guys are all rallying around each other, and I love it. And yeah, I just want to say I love what you're doing, and I'm so excited for everything that's coming in the future, especially the lazy hats now.
Love having you on here, Queen. And like the merch as well. Like, I mean, everyone's saying, I want this. Like, I want it too, actually. Like, I think it'd be awesome to have
Nice.
that lazy hat, the hoodies. But the cool thing is, like, that is something like we're actively working on right now. So definitely expect to see that. And by the way, nothing like a little bit of Aussie peer pressure, eh? She just found out that it was another Australian, and she just jumped on
Yeah,
herself.
pretty
So
much.
that's pretty cool.
So Australian NFT makers, please don't hit me up. I'm gonna go broke. No, I'm kidding. Worth it. Absolutely worth it.
Hey, Ariane, did you want to speak?
Yeah, it'd be great to have, like, definitely don't feel shy, right? Like, we've had a few newcomers come in, some even without the line as well, which is awesome to see. Like, so I think, definitely don't be shy. If you want to come up, have a quick chat, no obligation. You don't have to stay here for too long, but just be great to get opinions and views on it.
I'll jump down to make
Yeah,
some more
just raise your hand.
space. Thanks for having me up here. Love you guys, and love you, kings and queens.
Thanks for sharing.
What up, Lions? I
What's
have an
up?
idea. What about leveraging the community's buying power with like online retailers and other, things of interest that people might be interested in purchasing online, or even like live events and stuff like that? Maybe we could leverage the community to, bring down costs of things that everyone likes. I would think that would be a good utility for the community and will drive value of being a Lion, because membership has its benefits. So something along those lines.
Hey, King. Yeah, I like that idea a lot. It's something that we've discussed before as well. Like, potentially, like, it'd be so cool if we could tie that into like rewards. That way it's almost like a club access card, and no matter where you go, if it's like, the thing is, we want to stay away from making it too tacky. Like, maybe an Uber Eats voucher is like cool, for example, you get discounts, but maybe something a bit more relevant, like, not that we have anything in the works. I don't want to don't want anyone to take it the wrong way, but like maybe like a ledger, for example, gave you like a discount code. I think things like this go a long way in terms of building like long-term value, especially when there are like dips and things. Just anything that really helps. People who do hold a Lazy Lion or maybe other NFTs, it's like, if you do have to liquidate, things happen. Just when you look at that line and go, this is something I really want to keep. I think the community goes a long way in building that, but things like you've mentioned, adding that into the rewards, I think it definitely won't hurt. But yeah, I think main thing is like feedback on anything that you think would be cool to add. Like you mentioned, like concerts and stuff. Like, is there anything that's like coming up, or that you've had in mind that you think would be really cool that we should be looking at jumping on?
Yeah, I mean, nothing comes to mind. I'm just thinking more just like from the standpoint of, we have such a great community and it's very vibrant, and you know, having such a cohesive group gives you basically bargaining power if you're dealing with retailers or anyone who's like, selling items that we all might like or similar interests. So having such a great community can help people. And I hear you, like, you don't want it to be tacky, but like if everyone's gonna like go to Vegas at some point, or everyone's gonna go to LA or New York or anywhere, or there's a live event somewhere or a concert or something, maybe we can get benefits, maybe we can get tickets, maybe we can get into the VIP section of clubs, stuff like that. Just make it really cool. But I didn't have anything in the forefront of my mind before I thought of it.
I think the fact that like community members like yourself are thinking about this and like we think it would add real value, I think that goes a long way for us as well. Like it's because we've mentioned the idea before, so the fact that like I said, like yourself, and I have heard others as well mention this, that it probably is something that we should look at a bit deeper as well. If anyone does have any suggestions, and maybe they want to come up on Spaces right now and say, which is totally fine. We do have an ideas and feedback channel in the Discord. So definitely, please, post the ideas in there. Like, we do go through them, like, definitely. So Just very curious to get the community's thoughts on this one.
Serious question, Asher. When is Lion Fest?
We're gonna be, man, maybe I don't. Maybe I'm not thinking about it too much because like we're in Sydney and like we're in a massive lockdown, and I wouldn't be able to attend for a very long time. But like, how cool would that be?
Yeah.
Ash, we got to make it happen, man. As soon as we get out of lockdown, middle of October, we got to make one happen in Sydney.
100% in Sydney, even I'm sure if we had it in the States as well, where obviously like majority of people are, like I would, I for one would love to go there. I'm sure others would as well, and we look at organising something. But I just want to stay away from talking about it too much right now because we don't want to make it look like what was it, Fire Fest or something like that. We don't want to make it look a bit sketchy if we can't plan it right now. That's the thing. But I think that would be amazing. Dad, hello. Hey, I think we've got a kid.
There's a cub on.
Cub line, yeah.
There's a couple more requests. Yeah, you can go ahead. Go for it.
Sup, kings and queens? Hope everyone's doing good.
Fantastic.
Yep.
How's it going, King?
I definitely agree with the Sydney meetup. So I just wanted to jump on and just share a little bit of my story. Lazy Lions is my first NFT. I've been in the crypto space, like not like hard out, but I've been around it since like the 2018 or whatever, 2017. Just putting some money in different projects and stuff. Seen some good stuff, some bad stuff, but hello. Hello.
Oh, I think you cut out. Did that just happen?
Can you see me?
Yeah, keep going. It must have been. Yeah, keep going.
Sorry. So yeah, one of the boys I work with, we've been like working for about 10 years together, and we're always talking about like he's always talking to me about crypto and whatnot, and he brought up NFTs to me maybe a month ago, and he kept on telling me about it. Look into NFTs. Gary V, he follows Gary V and whatnot, and I was never big into it. I never looked into it, but so it showed me a few of the lazy lions he actually got, and I really vibed with it. Like I thought, oh, I'm gonna actually go and have a look. So I've gone on to he's linked me the open seas, and I've gone on and I've actually like just bought a lion and like without doing any research, and that may seem a bit dumb, but I just looked at it and I thought, this hoodie, that's me. I relate to it, and I thought, yeah, I'm getting this for sure. So I got it, and then I jumped on Twitter. I'm not big in Twitter. I'm not big on social media at all, anyway. And when I joined the Discord, I just sat there and like watched the comments, and I was sort of afraid to actually say what's up and post my line a bit for maybe 10, 20 minutes. I was just reading and thought, mate, this is a vibe. So I finally I finally put it up, and everyone's like saying, welcome King, welcome to the Pride, and now I've got five kings in my Pride, and I couldn't be happier. And just being a part of the community really it really uplifts a lot of people, I reckon. So like when I did join the community, I have a thing that I do every day is like have a grateful, and for that day that was my grateful, like being a part of the community. So yeah, I just want to say thanks, Asher and the team. Keep the good work, and yeah, can't wait for what's to come.
Man, I love that so much. Like, especially having you on the spaces and sharing that. Like, thanks to the community, right? Like, this is a big community project that's made it what it is. And like, before I forget as well, like we've got lazy lions like all over the world. Like, I know we're talking about the US, Sydney, which is heaps cool. But I've had messages from people and all over Europe as well, and Africa, and all over the place. And like, that's the beauty of blockchain as well, right? Like, it's all, no one can stop you. So wherever you are, which is super cool. But yeah, man, hearing that story, especially about the hoodie, like that's the beautiful part about this, right? Like with NFTs in general, like an NFT that might be super rare. Like I've heard a lot of comments about this as well, where it's like, Ash, like I'm looking at the lines and like rarity tools, and I'm actually vibing with the one that's like ranked 9,000 or rank 8,000. It's not going for much, but that's my one. I think that's the beautiful part about it, right? Like it's very subjective. You vibe with one, and as soon as you got your eyes on that, like you said, you've got to have it. I felt the same way with the hoodie, as well, right? Like I vibe a lot with that as well, which is why I think it's pretty cool. But I'd love to hear more stories like that. Like if anyone wants to jump on, share their views, like definitely don't feel weirded about it. Just jump in. Like we're a big community. It's a big vibe. But man, that's awesome too.
Yeah, I can say something quick about community. I'm not sure how to like pin something on here if I can or not. It's like the tweets at the top, but like 15 minutes ago, OX underscore vinyl. He's been making these like animated lion plushies, like illustrated, and they're just he's just like asking people in the comments like, hey, do you want your profile picture illustrated, and they're freaking adorable. And it's the one I retweeted at the top of my profile, and just like this is just out of nowhere, and it's just people doing this out of like passion. It's really great to see.
Yeah, that was so cool. And that was another suggestion. I don't know if someone said it in the Discord or not, but that could be like a companion, like a play toy or something like that. But yeah, I definitely agree. I saw that, and the art was really amazing too. Especially as kind of like a fan made project almost.
I'm just looking at them now. They look so cool. And like this I guess goes back to the whole community funding idea as well. Like if anyone has these kind of initiatives that they want to do, like there's even things that that are on our list, but like it'd be really cool to see the community, because maybe someone really specializes in that area, right? Like things like the Wikipedia page, for example, right? Like that, all these, like it's obviously not a massive thing right now, but like they all go a long way in terms of building that legitimacy for us all. So like if someone in the community was like wanted to take upon that role, funded or not, but I think the more I'm hearing about these things, the more I think it's probably a good idea that we do look at doing something like that. But yeah, that artwork's pretty cool. It'd be cool to have one of my light, actually. Just thinking about it now. No pressure. But does anyone else want to come up as well and share their views?
Yeah, you can go RHS. Definitely go for it.
Hey guys, I guess I was just curious in terms of, because the community is so strong and there's so much sort of presence on.
You're on mute, RJS.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Hi, great. I just was curious, because of the strength of the community and the amount of engagement that's going on social media. I mean, are you guys being contacted by brands who want to be putting sort of their products inside the Lazy Lions community and doing sort of feature drops with their products featuring alongside the Lions? Is that something that you guys are interested in, or is it something that you guys don't see sort of working in this sort of space?
Like we definitely are, and I think most of the community would want us to be looking at these things. And like we do have if anyone does want to have an idea in mind, like we're definitely open to these things. we do have a collab form as well that, you know, I'd be happy to send out to anyone who's listening right now. Maybe you don't want to come up live and speak about it, you know, in front of everyone, which is cool. But yeah, feel free to just send me a DM, or anyone else from the from like the admin team too, and we can send you that link and review that as well. We do have someone who's actively reviewing those. What are some just in general as well, like, you know, with the speakers, or if anyone wants to come up as well and give their views, like, what are some collabs that you'd love to see us
Hey
go?
guys, can you hear me?
Yep. Hey Queen.
Hello. Oh shoot. Okay. I don't hear anybody.
I can hear
Oh,
you. I think can everyone else hear
I
me?
can hear.
Yep.
okay. Okay.
Yeah,
I just
awesome.
want to say, this is my first time listening to you guys. I'm new in crypto, new with NFTs, new with everything. But you know what? I'm trying to educate myself and I'm having so much fun, and by far you guys are my favorite community of all. Like, oh my.
There's a roaring. It's
Some
perfect.
lions.
Sorry, my dogs are going crazy. Um. Anyway, so I just want to say that you guys are awesome. The work that you're putting out there is amazing. I'm so proud of you guys, and I can't wait to kind of like get together on Discord. I'm not really good with this. Like, I don't. I shouldn't say that. I have been getting better now, so I want to connect with the community. But what I have seen so far is that you guys are far from being lazy. You guys are awesome. You're working so hard on this, and I'm just so grateful to be part of it. And I'm having fun. I'm a cheerleader by nature, you know, and I'm making art that it's related to the community. And I'm having so much fun. So this is the first time I'm here talking to you guys, and yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. That's so awesome. So you haven't even joined the Discord, and you've already got that kind of connection and feeling with Lazy Lions. That is, yeah, that's. I can't wait until you join the Discord. How are you gonna react to that?
Well, I have been in Discord very like just very little, you know, and I had a good feeling. I just didn't know how to use it very well. And but I immediately got that feeling of community, that feeling that everybody was there just to talk to me as soon as I came in. And just the approach that you guys have with the new people that come in, it's completely different from, like, I have NFTs from other communities, and it's so different. So thank you guys.
Yeah, this community is really just off the charts. I do have a quick question regarding timeline as to when you think we're, the third best NFT behind CryptoPunks and BAYC.
That's a that's that's a good question. That's a sneaky little question. Timeline, and I think we're building our own path. Like, that's the main thing. Like, I think, like, my gut feeling tells me that if we just keep doing what we're doing right now, obviously, like, we're working on things like with the dev team as well. Like, we're working on things behind the scenes as well. Some of which we're sharing, but we don't want to share too early, and then, you know, it doesn't come out and it causes FUD, for example. But like, obviously, like, we're very transparent. You guys have seen that, but we are working on things. But like, my gut feeling tells me if we just keep going the way we're going as well, like, we're having these Twitter spaces, we ramp up on this stuff, the community's vibing. I think if we just make sure, like, that's priority number one, just make sure that we don't lose that, then, I mean, no one can tell the future, right? It's not an investment advice or anything like that, but
So,
I can't see it not happening.
where would you prioritize whales sweeping the floor?
Prioritizing which way, sorry?
Whales sweeping the floor. What priority would that rank?
As in, like, getting new whales to come in and sweep the floor? I think we'd all be, like, super open to, you know, I think we're open to anyone coming in and joining the pride. But yeah, whales, absolutely, yeah. Do you have some ideas?
You know, we need Steph Curry. We need
Sorry,
Steph Curry to sweep the floor and buy a lion.
sorry, I don't think I heard that. Coach, did you guys hear that one?
We got to get Steph Curry to sweep the floor
Steph. Oh,
and
okay.
buy a lion and make it his profile picture on Twitter, and then we're all buying Lambos.
Straight to it, eh? Steph Curry. I think we'll build our own path. Like we'll carve it out. You know, whether it's Steph Curry or someone else. I think like what's been pretty cool is like organically we've had a lot of people jump in, right? Like even the host right now, like we've had Hidden jump on, totally organic. He's joined the Pride, right? Like, and then, you know, there are countless members like him. Like we've got Lucas as well, David. You know, there are others as well who are, you know, obviously quite influential who are joining the Pride. So I think it's happening naturally, like organically as it is. So you know, it feels like it's only a matter of time.
I do want to say something about this on my end since you called me out. Thanks, dude. Just kidding. Um, I've been looking at all these projects, thinking about a lot of this stuff. I mean, I'm a tech startup entrepreneur. I've built many different businesses and different software products and stuff. And so I'm always really curious about this stuff, how things are spreading, what people are doing, what the behind the scenes looks like. You know, I appreciate the intention of like wanting to bring a really big name on and us doing a whole bunch of effort or whatever it is to get them on, but that wouldn't be genuine to this community. And I just want to throw that out there. I think the suggestions are great. I'm not knocking the suggestions. It would be amazing if someone PFP that was of that kind of following and of that size. But I came naturally. I would just hope that people that get committed to the project in the way that I have do it because they want to, not because we push them to, or because there's some incentive that they had that had to do with, hey, I'm going to go flip this to my PFP, make some money, and call it. I'm personally, I would do whatever I can to protect this community from having something like that happen, because that can cause a lot of havoc and not the good kind. So yeah, that's just my 2 cents. Not that, you know, I don't want someone like that to do that, but I'd want them to do it because they wanted to, and I'd want them to do it because they kind of found it not necessarily on their own, because we are rating and stuff and it's kind of fun and all that, but like because they felt the genuineness of the community and how real the community is, because this is actually a real community. In fact, somebody tried to write a receipt on Twitter just right now about how, oh, this is a pump and dump. And so I just said I completely disagree, or you're wrong or something. I don't remember anymore. It was one of those tweets, and I was like, this is my receipt. So that's how committed I am. I'd want more folks that are like that, whether they have one follower or 10 million.
Yeah, I mean, I think I think you definitely have a point with that, right? Like, it's interesting to see, well, like both sides to it as well. And like that's what we've said from the beginning as well, and it's worked so well, right? Like we don't buy our lion holders. You know, if people want to join in and you know they're looking for a lion and they're influencers, like our default response has been, you know, go buy the floor like everyone else. You know, not to be a prick or anything, but like you know that's you know it's a lot more organic, it's a lot more natural, it's a lot more sustainable as well. But I can definitely see both points as well, right? Like wanting to speed up the growth too. So it's definitely not something we're totally opposed to, but yeah, good to get your view too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna jump in. Yeah, what I think is amazing, and I don't think you are being a prick. I think it really is such a good point about what this community is about. We're not just giving away lions, you know, for huge giveaways for Steph Curry or whoever else is the next celebrity getting into NFTs. It's all about, hey, if you really want to be in this community, you know, put up the Ethereum and buy a lion and support it. You know, it's as simple as that. And I think that's really awesome. You see a ton of influencers. I know we've come across a few that, you know, just, you know, looking for handouts, things like that. It's really not about that at all. You know, it's about the lions first and foremost. And I think that's really amazing. I haven't really seen too many other projects besides the big names that we all know of that do much of that. So definitely props off to you, Asher, for you know, sticking with that 100%. And I think it's just a great plan overall.
Thanks, King. We've definitely had a lot of people asking for it, which is cool. Like, definitely understand that everyone's got to eat, but like if anything, we've rewarded our our we rewarded the community members more than anything, right? Like especially like during like pre-launch and even early launch. Like if we're gonna be giving out lions, I'd 100% rather it go to community members. But Curtis, I can see you've put your hand up. I don't want to.
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
Great to get your views.
Froob, I definitely agree with you 100%.
Is it just my audio, or has he?
I think he cut out.
I think he cut
we
out.
lost him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm having some issues sometimes
Curtis.
too. It just keeps cutting out randomly. But so I mean, yeah, I think if I could just kind of jump in here too, Asher and DJC and Prube and Hitton there and everybody else here, thank y'all so much for making such an awesome and welcoming community. I joined up around the 16th of August actually, and then kind of lurked for about 3 days, and then figured that I was going to fully commit to the community and actually just jump in with both feet and hit the ground running. So totally happy to be here and to have the opportunity. But yeah, looking forward to this and to kind of just touch on that point, that you were talking about earlier, the authenticity of the groups goes a long way in the community that's there. And the fact that we, value the long-term strategy and the long-term process, right? Like we do the thing. So right now, while that, the people want to focus on the floor price being whatever it's going to be, or let's, get these whales and sweep this button. I mean, that's definitely a bonus, right? But it's short term and it's not sustainable. So as long as we're building with that long term focus and that foundation, like there's nothing that can stop us except ourselves.
Well said, King.
There's Tech. What's up, Tech?
Hello, kings and queens.
What up, brother?
Hey,
Dude, he's
King.
my favorite person. I love Tech.
What's going on with y'all, man? I hope everyone's good. I hope the community's growing. I have you in my heart. Every day I move, I say the bigger I get, the bigger the pride's gonna get. I appreciate the love and the digital family that I have now. This is great. I wasn't on the Discord today. I didn't jump in. Busy day. Fighting my crypto battles, building my community, leading my own digital world. I appreciate Asher. This is great, bro. Knows you already know. This is great. Rawr. We're out here. I want to say it's all love. Today I was shutting down the trolls, like a real lion would do. I did it lazy. And then the rest of the hornets attacked them, and I moved on with my day.
I love that. Is anyone else super vibing with Tech? Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I love the Dracula. I guess it's Dracula laugh.
Isn't that the lion from Wizard of Oz?
Wizard of Oz.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Maybe we should do like a little competition. Everyone just does their best role. Not right now in space.
Yeah. So I got a question here. Maybe we can do something if we're kind of finished talking amongst ourselves. But if there's anybody maybe in the in the audience here, or that is thinking about a lion, or is wondering about the community, or has some questions, maybe you might be able to throw up a request and come up and ask a question and see if maybe we can kind of help get you the answers that you're looking for, or get you something that might kind of push you over the edge and make you want to join the pride with us.
definitely, don't feel shy. Come up. It's very relaxed. They'll have any questions. Just, press that little button on the bottom left if you're new to spaces. I know I wasn't. It's pretty relatively new, so just on the bottom left, you should see it. If you're on like iPhone, Android, request to speak, and you can have your option.
I don't know if it's just me, but I couldn't hear you, Asher.
It
Same
was
here.
low. He
It's
essentially
everyone.
said, for anyone to come up and speak if they wanted to.
I see Greg's here too. So Greg, it looks like you were right on all those times I was blasting you on the images there in Discord. So you win. I owe you a beverage of your choice whenever we finally get together. But we're still gonna get there.
It's all good, man. It's all in good fun.
The legend.
I'm so bullish on Lions. I can be controversial, but I just try and be realistic. And a lot of crypto is pie in the sky. And I own 24 Lions. The community is amazing. Asher and team are doing a great job. I can't wait for Friday. It's just, there's so many good things happening, and I'm just happy to be involved.
King, love hearing your voice. Man, and good to hear that as well. Yeah, it's pretty exciting rewards. It's pretty exciting. The website, for those of you who aren't in the Discord, like we did release a few screenies of what it looks like. Definitely expecting to have that out in the next 24. I know it's pretty, it's something that we have to announce as well when we're reviewing, because we're aware that some lines have the incorrect Discord or Twitter linked up, and I don't want to take the spaces and make it all about that. But we're looking at a way to make sure that if you've had your profile photo set to your line and you've had your line emoji in the bio, then we want to make sure you get the full reward. So we're looking into that right now. That is something that we're looking into, and we'll announce it. But it's pretty exciting. Yeah, rewards. The first batch of rewards being sent out to everyone.
Yeah, sure. You got me with the safari hat lion trait chat when we get back.
Talk about live pressure, right? Man, that's up to 9, which I'm just gonna say he's heading up the Discord. But I mean, who else would like to see that as well? Like a safari hat. How's everyone vibing with those trait channels? Yeah, I see a lot of hundreds in the chat. All right, cool. Yeah, I think they're pretty cool. There's no reason. I think there's a reason not to have them. It's maybe if it's too many, but if people want it, and it makes sense, then why not? The safari hats are pretty cool.
Hey, I just want to throw this out there real quick. I know it's kind of some breaking news, but I just went to the reward section of the website to sign up my Discord to go after that diamond paws thing, and it looks like they have authorized the bot, so that should be working now. If you still need to do that and post your transaction into that giveaway.
Yeah, so that's we just have to invite the new bot. There are a few little tweaks that need to be done, especially on my end. I'll do that after this space. Actually, that's probably going to be priority number 1, getting diamond paws back up. And for those of you who aren't aware, what is diamond paws? We had a lot of suggestions on it'd be really cool if we could differentiate who's actually holding on to their lines and who's looking to put them up for sale and OpenSea and all that kind of stuff. And not that there's anything wrong with that, right? I think there's obviously people are flipping here and there, and there's nothing wrong with taking profits. So definitely don't feel like this is something where it's I'm getting pressured to not do this. But it's a nice way to differentiate who is holding on to their lines. So it's comes from diamond hands, but hurrah, we've got diamond paws. But personally, I think the emoji that we have for it is pretty cool, but be curious to get everyone else's thoughts on it. But essentially, diamond paws so there's a Discord bot. If you're in the Discord, then you react to this announcement. We're going to be doing another one shortly. And if you just react to it, and there's 2 ways you can get diamond paws. If you have delisted your lines from OpenSea, or if you do have them listed, that they're above 3 ETH. Okay. If you pass any one of those tests, then you get diamond paws. The bot will let you know and be like, hey, you've got diamond paws now. Your role will change to a diamond color in the Discord. Before that, you do have to log into rewards and sign in with your Discord, so that way we know your Ethereum address is linked to that Discord, yada yada. But that's the thing. We've tied that into a few giveaways and stuff like that as well. All this information is on the Discord if you're curious. So if you are a Lazy Lion holder and you haven't joined the Discord just yet, I'd highly recommend it.
What was going through your head, Asher, as you were sweeping? I don't know if this is revealed or not. As you were sweeping the floor, I guess it was Monday. How did that idea come about? Because I thought that was a great idea too.
Yeah, look, I think we needed to sweep because we needed. I think first off, obviously it made sense because there's a lot. This month's going to be huge. There's a lot of exciting stuff, but more so just because it's part of what we said we're doing in the community, and those lines can be used for a lot moving forward, and it's just going to get harder and harder to get them as well. So it made sense to get them when it's relatively very very early. So yeah, that was the reason why. But it wasn't all us, by the way, guys. There was, as we were doing that, we noticed there was another whale that was just picking up lions. We're like, oh, great, lift up the price when we're doing it. But it's cool regardless.
So can I ask a question about the kind of the longevity of the roadmap?
Sure.
So I mean, I'm really digging the roadmap. I mean, this is my favorite project by far. My question is more along the lines of the cyclical nature of crypto itself. And we're all kind of riding this high on NFTs right now. But has there been given thought to how to create the roadmap so that it's sustainable through any downturns? Or what the timeline in terms of is the roadmap built out for a 12-month period or a 2-year period, or has anybody thought about that?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's something that we communicated in one of our very first Discord AMAs as well. The beauty of the roadmap, and we can, you can sort of go through it. It's on the website. That's all stuff that we have budgeted for. I think with the game, especially though, we had said December, January, but from the suggestions that we've been getting, especially tying it in potentially with Cubs or Lionesses or something like that, obviously it has to be done right. But there are ideas that are coming out, and I think the reality is with how much we've grown, I think it would be very, very cool to see us do a partner up as well and make it its own thing, and a very big thing as well. So that's where we're thinking with the game. That's probably the most I guess in terms of time pressure roadmap item. But the rest of those are in terms of budget, that's all within. The capabilities are there regardless of what happens to crypto on a macro level. And some of those roadmap items hopefully we'll be checking off very soon. When bungalows, when merch. So yeah, so those are things that we all have planned for and we're capable of doing, regardless of what happens with the game, even if it doesn't go that route of funding. But I think it would be very cool to go down that route. If anyone else has any questions or anything they want to share as well, definitely feel free to jump on. I've got the diamond paws in the back of my mind as well, so I'll probably be hopping off in the next 5 or 10 or so, just so I can get back to working on that stuff. But yeah, if there is anyone that wants to jump off.
Yeah, we've been at this for about 2.5 hours, so I think it's going to be time in about 10 minutes anyway.
Ash, just a quick one, man. When you said you wanted to consider partnering up for obviously the biggest stretch item on this roadmap is the play to earn game, and you said you'd love to see that roll into something bigger than what was initially intended and involve partnering up with someone else. When you use the term partner up, can you elaborate on what you mean with that? Are you talking about partnering up with a specific video game company? Are you talking about partnering up with another NFT community? If you can, just elaborate a bit on that.
Sure. Right now, I'm thinking with a video game designer or something like that, a studio that partnering up with them and creating something even bigger than we could do with the funding here, with the budget that we already have. But that being said, I don't want to close it off too much because even when people were saying golf game, but the Lionesses and Cubs have come in, I think like that'll be formed like even more as like we accelerate with growth. I think a lot of ideas are going to keep coming out. I think it'll become very obvious as well as to what that game should look like. But keeping it open, but that's what I had in mind.
Cool. Thanks, man.
We had a couple more requests coming through. Welding, Curtis, I know you requested again. Greg as well. So if you guys want to jump in, I think we're gonna wrap up soon.
All right, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Hey, King.
Cool. All right. So first off, y'all are awesome. This is my first time, listening in. I'm not in no Discord or anything. But I actually, as I'm listening to y'all, I got on the Twitter page and I just, skimmed through it. I followed, I was just like, wow, this is awesome. And I did see, Lazy Lions, like, somewhere on Twitter before, but I probably looked at it and didn't really pay no mind because I was so focused on just my crypto. I created my Twitter is just to keep up with the the companies that I invest in, so I can see what's going on. I mean, hear what's going on, as quick as possible. I'm not a big social media guy, but Twitter is a quick outlet for news and stuff like that, as everybody knows. Quickly, so I got into crypto literally just this April. And how I got into it real quick, and it's not gonna be a long story at all. A buddy of mine I'm at work was telling me about how much money he made off of well, he told me about getting it first. He's like, get Dogecoin, okay? So I'm like, what's that? I don't know what that is. I mean, I've heard of Bitcoin and Ethereum before, but never really dug deep. So when he told me and showed me proof, he was a close friend of mine, and he made a lot of damn money, and I'm sitting here like, wow. Let me really look into this. Let me see what I can do, because of course, I'm about making money as of everybody else is. So, boom, I get into it. I do my research. I'm up 24/7 reading, learning, and then I got addicted. I was hooked. I couldn't stop. And it's crazy. It was like a drug. So come fast forward, I'm making some damn good money. And now this NFT space, like, I know it's probably been out for a while. I've heard about it, and it's now like it's blowing up like crazy. And I guess now I'm getting to my question is to where I'm trying to understand the different types of NFTs, because I know, like, for an example, you could go on like some websites and like or apps and just like draw your own art or take pictures or whatever and just put it on there and sell it. Obviously the low end, I guess, of an NFT is what I would, look at it from what I'm, my information that I'm gathering. And then there's also that top tier where I guess you might, I've heard of maybe you got a code or some stuff, so I'm trying to learn, I guess, the different, levels of NFTs. And then my other question is, because I want to buy one, but could I create my own Lazy Lion?
Man, love that. The excitement as well. I think a lot of us probably resonate with like early days into it. Man, like anyone who's looking to like dev and deep dive into the coding and stuff, like I'd like highly recommend it. Like it gets very interesting, right? Like in terms of like creating your own NFT, the beauty is like sites like not advertising for them or anything, but like OpenSea, Rarible, like anyone can jump in online. They got a GUI interface, which is like it's like a you can just click and go through, and you just upload your image, name it whatever you want, give it properties, set a price, and boom, you've created an NFT.
Yes.
The difference is like the underlying code, you're doing it on their smart contract, and that's the without getting too much into it, but maybe this is where we need to do the Lions Teach Cup kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like the smart contract is that code where it dictates like, hey, there's this many NFTs that can be held, and yada yada. So you would just be doing it on there, as opposed to where you went and created your own smart contract, things like that. But man, like if you do have a coding background, definitely recommend it. Like it gets very interesting. But I think this is like more and more I'm hearing about it. This is something where we should be looking at doing on the Lazy Lions. And I'm sure like some of us, like some of you probably hearing this right now, like, you know, I've already got some education pieces here and there. I think like I'd be very, very open to, you know, hearing about that. Give us a DM either on Twitter or Discord, and, you know, if we can look at kind of, you know, shaping that content under the Lazy Lions as well, I think that would go a long way in helping newcomers dive into it.
Hey Asher, just on that point too, I posted something above, just as a tribute to this amazing community here, and just too, it's funny and a good segue. I can't afford one just yet. I'm too tied up, and again, like trying to liquidate it. But if you can't do code or you can't do anything, there are other means to support and be part of, hopefully, this sort of pride. So I just posted something above there, hoping it'll be my entry ticket. Please don't feel obligated to buy it, but would love to join this amazing community. And again, thank you guys so much for at least having me up here. I appreciate that. Please.
Absolutely, man, that's awesome. And like that's the thing, right? Like, see, that's an open sea link. Like, you know, you can go on, jump on. You know, it allows digital artists. You don't need to know how to code, but you can still, you know, post up, you know, create art on the blockchain, and it'll definitely live on the blockchain as well, which is the beautiful part. It's just a lot of these, you know, 10,000 generative profile photo collections. They've got a bit more coding because there's that random element. There's the minting function on the website as well, which interacts with the blockchain, yada yada. Like there's those little things. But you don't need to know that to jump into NFTs. And I think just like having a high level understanding of, you know, what is the blockchain, what's decentralized, what's distributed, all those kind of things. What's a wallet versus an address, those type of things. Once you have like a basic understanding of that, I think it goes a very long way. And it's definitely something that we could be doing better in the NFT space, like that education piece. So yeah, I think after this call, like I've already messaged with the team, and they're all with it too. I think that's something we've got to be looking at.
So Asher, before my last, and I'm gonna stop. So like, is it possible, like with y'all, I don't know, like with the code or however y'all are doing it, to where like whoever wants to like get a Lazy Lion create their own? Is that possible to like, you know, make their own, or like, because I have been hearing like it's random or something. Or I mean, of course you could go to like the website and buy one. I know that, but like, is there a way that I could be like, okay, I want it this color hair, I want his face to be this color, I want a cigar in here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, so there's no way to customize like that, and that's sort of like both like the harsh reality and like the beauty of these collections as well, right? So there's 10,000. There were billions of combinations, like you said, with specific, you know, with a cigar, with a hat, with the right shirt on. There were billions of combinations, but there's only 10,000 that were chosen from that, and that was random.
Okay, yeah, I
And
get
so
it.
whatever you see
I
in
get it.
OpenSea, those are the only ones available.
That is cool too, though, because that's what makes it unique. You know, I like that too. You know, I was just wondering if that was possible, but I just want to let y'all, you know, the team know. You know, y'all got me. I'm gonna be listening. You know, paying attention. As soon as my funds. I'm a single father, so once my funds get right, I'm definitely gonna buy me not just one. I'm gonna buy me as much as I can. But yeah, I'm in it, and y'all are awesome. Great community, great team, and I just keep up the good work, the hard work, and God bless y'all.
Hey,
Love
so
having you on
Asher,
there, Kim. Thanks.
other than doing all the great things that you guys have been coming up with, rewards, everything, is there anything else that you guys are looking forward to drive the demand up for the lions? Is there ever going to be burning of the lions, reducing the supply? What do you guys have in store for that? What are on your mind?
Yeah, so I think, good to have you on as well, King. So like in terms of like what immediate plans we have, like we've got those big roadmap items that we're super focused on. Like rewards is the most obvious one. That's something that like me, I'm personally like fully hands-on with that, just because I think that'll go a very long way in proving like the legitimacy. I think a lot of us know like this project is obviously legit, but there's a lot of shady stuff going on. So you know, having these Twitter spaces go a long way, but that first roadmap item when we release that, I think, of rewards, I think that'll go a very long way. So that's what we're focused on right now, and that's on the 10th. So that's coming up very shortly. Obviously, like there are a few little, there are a few members who don't have their Discord, Twitter linked up correctly, yada yada. So we're looking at a way to making sure that everyone gets, has the ability to claim their full rewards. After that, there are things like the bungalows, merch that we're also focused on as well. I think we've got quite a bit on the roadmap that's going to go a very long way. But we are also working like on the side, like with marketing. You're going to see this as well. Like we spoke about this with the branding, and probably goes back to what Hidden was asking me to share as well, like my views on like Cubs and Lionesses and stuff. But you're going to see this coming from us in terms of like branding, and like I think we will resonate with the kings and queens. Like I think that's pretty obvious by now. Part of the reason why I've got the crown emoji, in my username, not to look like a prick or anything like that, but I think it read like if we can tie that to the brand even more, so that way whenever someone sees a crown, it's like, oh, that's a Lazy Lion. Like I think that'll go a long way. And you'll see like on the side, like our marketing efforts go there, and we have put like a sizable budget towards that. So it's things like that we're really focused on. I think they're going to go a long way in growing the community.
I like how you keep calling yourself a prick when like that's the last thing anyone else would call you.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool, but though, like I can see a few crown emojis already in the username, so I think we already resonate with that emoji, with that feeling, right?
Yep.
Like you look at the Lazy Lions, premium, kings, queens, and like it goes back to what we were saying about future collections. Like we've had talks about lionesses and cubs, which I think are very cool, but we don't want to give the wrong image of like you got kids there, and we're on a private island, and it feels like it's a Disney theme park or something. You guys have heard me say that before, but that's not the right image. Like we are obviously like adults here, but with the time travel thing, like for future collection, like if you could take that time travel capsule or whatever it is, and go back to a cub version of your lion or an older version of your lion, like that's pretty cool, and that's gotten a lot of good feedback too. So yeah.
Yeah, I think you guys got some great ideas. I also love how you guys
Did we lose him?
My internet cut out. I don't know if you were speaking or you're referring to me. Sorry.
No, someone else is speaking.
I see a request from Aaron. I guess he could probably be the last
I
one.
approved it. Yeah, I'm getting him up.
Okay,
working
cool.
on it. Mm-hmm.
By the way, it goes without saying as well. Like I've seen quite a few follows, which is super cool. Like obviously like Lion, follow Lion. I think we're doing that quite a bit. I'll be following back anyone I see with Lion profile photo.
What's up, Aaron?
All right, guys. I just want to say one last thing, and then we're about to jump off too. I know it's almost been like
You're
3
closing it
hours
out.
now at this point.
You're closing it out,
But
bro.
I just want
make it
to
good.
explicitly stress the fact, if there's any new person that is in the chat right now, or that maybe sees us later on Twitter or whatever, feel free to just join the Discord and hang out with us. Like I know there was someone who was just on who said, yeah, you got me hooked, my finances are tied up. I want to, like, specifically for me, like I want to stress the fact that like just come and you can join us now. You know what I mean? Like we're all together in this, and I think that the stronger bond we build with the new people in this space, and the people that just resonate with this idea, will help elevate everyone. So if maybe you don't have the funds right now, maybe there's some other issue that's preventing you from actually buying a lion, you can still join the Pride, join the Discord, hang out with us, chat on these Twitter spaces, and just have fun with us.
Couldn't agree more.
I think that's a wrap. Anyone wants to say anything, go for it. I'll be here for a couple minutes while everyone leaves and then shut it down.
Aaron, accept my friend request on Discord.
I just wanted to bring this up because you know, I didn't want to interrupt anyone earlier, but in regards to people who are new and new to Lazy Lions, new to NFTs in general, you know how we were speaking about you know, potentially doing like a community help sort of thing. You know, this was just an idea I had to maybe promote a Twitter space in the near future for, you know, all Lazy Lions out there who are willing to help newcomers. You know, we can obviously blow it up on Twitter, and you know, for anybody that's new that wants to help, we can, you know, live answer questions that way as well. Even though this was kind of like that too, but I know today was kind of, you know, directed towards Lazy Lions in general, but just for future, I feel like if we were to do one of all the Lazy Lions but answering questions for anybody, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's smart, and I'm game. And it's just about how you title the space so that people know what it's about. And that seems like we could have even done a little bit of a better job today if we wanted to, along those same lines.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, you know, we're all learning still. We're all in this together, and I think you know, we have a really bright future in Lazy Lions, all of us, and NFTs in general, you know.
Yeah, everything's just getting started. I mean, that's the exciting part, and we're all just learning together. It's great. All right.
Yeah.
I'm shutting it down. Last words, anybody?
All
Go
right.
for it.
Well, thanks so much for hosting P. Frub. Thanks for, you know, this was all your idea, so we appreciate you guys.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Love this.
Yeah, for your time.
Hidden
Absolutely.
Fruit. DJC, thanks so much for hosting this. Kings, Queens, I'm out. See you in the Discord.